to move along. The storms of this life can't take my happy song. The hurricanes will tread on a different place. There's joy in my heart, no one can take away. Just here to have the time of my life, the time of my life, and make it last. I'm just here to laugh, leave the sadness behind. Joy on my mind all the time. No, I won't waste a second, I won't waste a single minute. I'm just here to make the most of life, with happiness in me. So tell all the rain clouds to move along. The storms of this life can't take my happy song. The hurricanes will tread on a different place. There's joy in my heart, no one can take away. So tell all the rain clouds to move along. The storms of this life can't take my happy song. The hurricanes will tread on a different place. There's joy in my heart, no one can take away.
Welcome, one and all, to another Arcadia Esports League of Legends cast. I'm Orbis, brought to you with my co-caster, Maxwell. How's it going, Maxwell?
It's going good. Another week of League of Legends and ready to cast. Let's do it.
Yeah, happy to be here. Happy to be back. We are in pick ban underway, the draft phase. Hopping right into it, you can see already Zin, Lilia, and Urgot banned away from the Knights. And Emerson actually banning the Katarina, Shen, and Hecarim. So a lot of jungle bans coming out already, but as the initial picks come in, the 80 carry seems to be the role of choice as Jin locked in for the Knights and Ash locked in for the Lions. So we'll see maybe if the Emerson would like to round out their bot lane here or maybe secure their jungler early on as already caught a lot of bans and yet the Graves will be picked up. So securing their jungler before Arcadia has a chance to take any away or ban any more in the second round is probably a smart draft pick for them.
Now probably going to see the Galio, I would expect.
Yeah, maybe the Galio would come out for the mid lane for the Knights if they're thinking about it. The Katarina is already off the table. The Lux is actually picked up again, and we've seen this before in our previous weeks. A flex pick of the Lux, able to be played mid lane and or paired well with the Jhin in the bot lane. So the Knights picking a champion, but leaving themselves some options. You know, not telling too much to Emerson at what lane they're going to be putting their champions in. So we'll see what pick they'd like to secure before the second round of bans go on, and it is going to be the Olaf into the Graves, securing the jungler as well to make sure there's no more pinching of the jungle position as we do undergo the second round of bans with Morgana being locked in for the support of Emerson. So now in the current state, it's looking to be a top and mid pinch. Only both teams only have to select their top and mid laners unless that Lux is going mid lane. So Nami actually banned out. So Emerson's saying we think that Lux is actually mid lane. So we're going to try to get rid of some support champions. The Knights, however, know pretty fairly confidently that there is this top laner that has not been picked yet. So they already banned the Urgot in the first phase. They're going to continue to pinch down that champion role, ban the Mordekaiser, and I expect another top lane ban to follow. Kali actually banned away from the top laner of the Knights. King Moron's patented Akali. I never like to let him play it, but sometimes he does get it, and apparently Emerson does not want to get him on that champion either.
Oh, the Ornn ban.
Yeah,
I'd like to see that.
Thank the Lord, Ornn is banned away from Emerson. So they're going to have really no free blind pick here, as they do have to select one champion. They're going to actually pick mid lane Ahri. So if that Lux is a flex pick and it goes to the support lane, they will have the mid lane counter pick. And like you said, Maxwell, Galio would actually be pretty strong. I feel into the Ahri along with the Olaf pairs very well. But we'll see if maybe they just want to keep Lux in the mid lane and pick a support that pairs well into Morgana, or matches up well into Morgana, I should say. 2 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be Diana, so that will be Lux support. They did sneak away a little Nami ban, a little free ban there, because that was going to be Lux support. And Diana picked into the mid lane against the Ahri. Now the Knights have to blind pick their top lane. They have banned away a lot of the other top laners, so they should know kind of what champion they want to play. They are going to lock in the Gnar. Pretty safe blind pick. Still a couple counters left on the table, but I'm not sure that the top laner for Emerson is very comfortable on any champions that match up well into Gnar. He actually plays Gnar himself, so kind of a fourth ban here on the top lane, picking away the Gnar. Going to really limit what champion comfortability Cheez-It Man has on his top lane pool. The top laner for Emerson College. He will lock in the Cannon, a pretty classic counter pick into Gnar. Well, not really a counter pick, but fares very well into Gnar. So that will be our pick ban phase. Here we can see in all their glory both team compositions. Maxwell, putting you on the spot. What do you think after pick ban? Give you a little time under the hot seat, under the spotlight.
All right.
Give me your initial impressions. I want to hear it.
So I don't know a whole lot about the different champions. I'll
That's all
just
right.
start
I
with
know.
that.
I'm
But
putting you on the
I've
spot
heard
here.
a couple keywords,
Okay.
and I'm thinking the AD carry role is definitely going to be coming into a really big part here with the Jhin and the Lux combination on bot.
That's true. I agree. That's a good
Yeah.
point.
On the previous match I saw, the other team always banning the Olaf right away, so I'm excited to see what he's going to be able to do in the jungle.
Yeah, very true.
And yeah, so that's my take.
No, I think those are some great takes, Maxwell. I'm impressed. You're learning very well, very quickly. Yeah, James getting on to the Olaf Kojo Relapse, his in-game name. Olaf, a very favorite pick, comfort pick for him. So being able to secure that one in the first round of pick ban is very nice for him. And the Jhin Lux is a very strong lane. Jhin, I'd probably say, is the number 1 AD carry for the patch right now. So being able to secure that in the bot lane is great for the Knights as well. And like you said, Lux pairs well with Jhin. They have a lot of good long range CC or chain CC. Ashe is a decent pick into it, and Morgana will be able to black shield a little bit of that CC, but I think the bot lane for the Knights is looking very strong. In the lanes, I have to say that Diana fares into Ahri pretty poorly in the early levels, but scales up very well. And Gnar and Kennen is kind of a 50-50 matchup. It's a skill-based matchup, I would say. They're both long-range, kind of squishy top laners at the beginning. Gnar will get a lot tankier than Kennen, but Kennen will start to do a lot more damage in burst as opposed to Gnar. So, there are opportunities for both laners to sort of take advantage of the openings that the other champion will present to them in the top lane. So it's going to be interesting. I am going to keep my eye on this Graves Olaf matchup. The jungler for Emerson is very clearly their strongest player, coming in at Diamond 1. So Graves will be the sort of star of their team, I'd imagine. So we'll see how Kojo Relapse on the Olaf can sort of match up into that Graves, and we'll see if both junglers are opting for maybe a farming sort of style jungle or maybe a little bit more aggressive. But it's going to be interesting to see. But that's all really we have for the team composition breakdown. We do have to wait for a little bit of a pause into the beginning of the game. So I think we're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back as soon as the game starts. So thank you, everybody, for showing up. Please drop some follows and some subs. We'll get into the action very shortly. Thanks again.
Don't go anywhere.
Explode me, explode me. Give it all to me, give it all to me. Explode me, explode me. Give it all to me, give it all to me. 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 Let me give it all to me.
Welcome back, everybody. Loading screen. Here we are, loading into game 1 of the Arcadia Knights versus the Emerson Lions. Get a quick look at all the cool skins each team is bringing into the game as we load up onto the Rift. Couple things that are sticking out to me right now. Graves Jungle opting to take the Ignite Smite combination. Pretty risky, but very aggressive move. Not letting himself have Flash means he's going to have a little bit of a harder time escaping fights, but taking Ignite means that he'll have a lot of an easier time in these early fights. So if he doesn't have to get out, if he just kills everybody. That's the mentality with that strategy there, but outside of that, everything else looking pretty run-of-the-mill. We'll see here. Ari maybe looking for an early invade, could run right into the Olaf. Maybe the Knights want to take advantage of this Ari stepping up a little too far, but it seems like everybody's just going to relax for now. Dueling 5 points for both teams. No invades early.
Just fighting for vision.
Yeah, especially in the top side jungle in the river, trying to make sure that that pixel bush is warded by both teams. So it looks like Olaf is going to come back down to his bot side buff, and both junglers are just going to start on the bot side with their bot lane leashing. Pretty standard stuff there. It just comes down to now who can clear their camps faster, Graves or Olaf. Also, if they want to opt for a sort of faster clear to get a gank earlier on, or a longer clear, full clear, to make sure that they can get a lot of levels in gold and get advantage over the other jungler. The top laner for the Knights tried to do a little tactic on the wave to manipulate it to push towards him. I feel it feels good to look at that. He's been learning in practice. Good to see. We'll see how that pays off for him. In the bot and mid lane, not too much. A little bit of an early poke back and forth here. Bot lane for the Knights does have a little bit of an advantage, so they will be hitting level 2 first. That could be an opportunity for them to go and get aggressive. As well as the top lane
on the
hitting
top
level 2
lane,
first.
yeah.
Yep, exactly. Here we see bot lane getting level 2, but nothing too aggressive to come out of it. That's pretty standard. You can see in the jungle, Graves are clearing a lot faster than Olaf. Olaf now crossing over to his top side while Graves is already on his Raptors, going to his red. So you can see just the advantage of Graves jungle there. Nice trade in the mid lane by Diana, but Ari will have... Ooh, going back in. Diana getting very aggressive here in the early game. Does catch a charm, though. A lot of damage in return from Elevator Musician. Yeah, I do not expect Diana to really win these early trades. She can get good opportunities. It's nice. A very nice spell shield there from the Morgana in the bot lane, keeping Ashe alive a little bit longer. But yeah, as you can see, Graves poised in this pixel bush, gonna just take the Scuttle Crab. Olaf is still killing his Gromp, so just giving up a free Scuttle Crab. He is very low, so probably not going to be able to fight Graves anyways. He also has Ignite, as I pointed out earlier. Diana is now roaming up to try to help, but they will see that Scuttle Crab's already taken. Graves is going to immediately run down to the bot side river, secure a double Scuttle Crab, and that's a big lead over the Olaf in the early game. Olaf actually looking to invade, though. Maybe get some gold of his own. Maybe look for a top lane gank. It is looking like
that could be.
Yep, coming around. Back to Kennen. He will throw the Q. Oh, chases him down, but Kennen's just going to press E and walk away. Oh no, Kojo Relapse getting stunned under turret, forced to flash. Taking so much damage, but a little bit of a misplay there, going too far under the turret. And Kennen punishing accordingly. Very nice play from the Kennen in the top lane, as Graves, seeing that failed gank in the top lane, is going to take it upon himself to immediately invade Olaf's jungle and take as much gold as he can. Bot lane for the Knights also has to be worried here. They're pushed up pretty far. They don't realize that a Graves is behind them. The ward in the tri-bush did not see him dash over the wall. Finally, the pings will come out. The camp is taken. Bot lane realizes, oh no, there's a Graves behind us, and backs up accordingly. So, well played for them. They're actually going to close in on him. Yep, they're going to find him. The Lux Bind misses. Jhin Auto's not connecting. A lot of damage coming onto the Lux. The Ignite from the Graves comes out. Lux, great positioning there from the Jhin to make sure none of those autos can get onto him, but now Jhin caught in a 3v1 almost. Forced to blow the cleanse. Olaf shows up now, full health. Will the axe connect? It will not, and all in all, everybody walks away. Cleanse and heal blown from Lux, and Ignite blown from the Graves. So now Olaf has a little bit of an opportunity to get his farm on, while Graves actually not opting back here. Pretty risky. Olaf could try to invade that and go for a kill, but I think both junglers just going back to farming. Yeah, falling so low, taking that Gromp camp. He will back. There it is after everything, but 36 CS. What a crazy stretch of farm for the Graves. Ashe E looking to spot out Olaf. Diana TP's back into the mid lane. Did get the crystal to build into the Rod of Ages. Ahri should be looking to back here soon. CS is actually pretty close, besides maybe the top lane. Up 8 CS already. King on the Nard doing a good job.
Nard taking a big advantage here with the CS top lane.
Yeah, also backing first and being able to get the Cole without really getting punished is very nice for him. Cole's an item where after you CS 100 minions, you get a big cash out. So basically, Nara is saying, I'm going to lose a little bit of early damage. As hold the phone. Diana goes immediately onto that Ahri. Forced to flash. The axe will not connect. The charm comes out for Kojo. Will he look for the axe? He does. Takes a couple turret shots, but all in all, no kills going to either side, but Ahri's flash and ultimate blown is now, look at this, Graves looking to get a little aggressive onto the Olaf. They do have Diana here. Olaf goes right onto the Graves. I don't know if that's the right play. He's falling so low, he will die before Diana can even get there, and Graves is just going to walk out of this one. Lux E over the wall. The Jhin W will miss. Diana will actually pick him up. He goes back over the ultimate, but Lux actually going to pick that kill up. So all in all, great rotations, yeah, from the Knights. It is a trade. I think the Olaf got a little too aggressive there. Had to wait for his team to back him up, but at least Graves is picked up in return. So nice collapse, especially from the bot lane there. They lost a couple minions to guarantee that kill, and now it shouldn't matter too much. However, there is a big wave that is crashing into their turret. They're going to be able to even out that CS, and all in all, 1 for 1. Pretty nice job.
Big CS difference in the top lane, though. 14.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah, getting only worse as there's a big wave standing in front of Gnar. He's going to freeze it in front of his tower. Making sure that every time Kennen has to walk up for a CS, he's going to take a little bit of damage in return. So great job from the Gnar in the top lane, taking advantage of his lead. Hopefully widening that gap of CS. Also having the call means that Gnar is completely content with just hanging out and farming all these minions.
Yeah.
Yeah, all in all, it's the waves.
Actually gonna get the big payout from it later.
Yeah, exactly. As the waves reset, It's going to be about 17 CS lead. Very big there. Almost a kill and a half. He's actually going to go in here. Big ult into the wall. The W will commit the stun. The Q follows. So much damage. One more Q might be able to do it. Can he connect it? Oh, he does it! He flashes just for style points at the end there. Was not confident in his own Gnar Q. That's all right. But a solo kill for the top laner of the Knights is exactly what we needed to start out this game. Very well played. Getting a plate for himself and probably shoving in this wave, resetting, and getting a nice buy there. So very well played from the Gnar. A little bit of a flash slip up, but we're not going to talk about it. Focus on the highlights.
23 now difference up there. The top lane has got a huge advantage.
It is getting bad. Look at this. Olaf already in a fight with the Graves. The Ignite's blown, and that's just going to be a solo kill for the Graves. Gojo getting a little too aggressive when he seems to forget that Graves opted to take the Ignite. A lot of damage and also a lot of heal cut, which is large for the Graves, as Olaf heals a ton when he's on low health. So Graves opting to just run it immediately to the dragon. He knows that the enemy jungler is dead. Gojo's trying to get back onto the map. A lot of pings are spotting out this Ahri, but the dragon will be started for Emerson. Interested to see if the Knights respond. Maybe just look for a steal of sorts. They do get vision. The Luxo comes out. Not going to do anything there. Nice smite secure, and the Ashe ult comes into Jhin, but a nice cleanse. Make sure no kills going over to Emerson there. So
a good attempt at the steal, though.
Yeah, you got to give credit. At least they went for it, you know, relatively safe. But as soon as they see Emerson go for this dragon, Gojo's just going to start up this Rift Herald all by himself. Graves is pathing up. Diana and Gnar should hopefully be coming down to help him. He's caught in a 2v1. Here comes Diana, forced to blow the ultimate. Ashe shows up, or Ahri shows up as well, immediately picked up by Graves with the ultimate. Now Diana in a 1v3. It's a 2-for-0. Gnar is nowhere to be found. And that is a bit of a miscommunication from the Knights, as that's now Rift Herald as well going over to Emerson. Yeah, Kennen losing a lot of minions for that, but I don't know if it's worth it, as 2 members of the Knights have fallen for that play. So, and a Rift Herald's going over to Emerson as well. And just like that, you can see the absolute presence of this Graves jungle with the Ignite. He is already a threat to be feared. Nice root here from the Jhin. Wow, the ultimate's going to come right out. Morgana making a mad dash outside of the range of that ult, and nothing's going to come of it, but a nice attempt there.
Still looking pretty even on the middle lane.
Yeah, mid, exactly. Looking very even. Ahri's going to back here. Diana has a slight CS lead. Getting the Rod of Ages pretty early on is very nice as well. Olaf, ooh, unfortunately unable to stop that back. So close. Saw him with the Oracle's lens, but the axe did not connect in time, as now bot lane will just get the push advantage, maybe set up vision. No, they're just going to back themselves, deny a wave of CS the opponents. Very well played. And yeah, I'm looking for the Knights to, as we get into the mid game, look to center around their Gnar and their Diana and their Jhin. Especially the Gnar, you know, doing very well for himself, has a lot of gold up on the Kennen. They need to play around him and play with him, especially in the Mega Gnar, to make sure that they could win some skirmishes and then take some neutral objectives. But look at this, Graves just having a field day with the Olaf. He will instantly die. The Ignite is going to negate any form of healing. And
yeah, the matchup there is really bad for the Olaf.
Yeah, really tough, especially after Graves got so many kills in these early skirmishes. He's just going to be so strong. And the Ignite is working out very well for him, you know, making sure that Kojo cannot really duel him at all in these 1v1s. And he's making great attempts of invading and taking advantage of Olaf just not respecting his damage. I think Olaf has to leave these situations, and he's kind of trying to fight them out, but every time he tries, he's just going to die. So yeah, the CS lead.
Was that a fat figure on the Mega Gnar?
No, Mega Gnar activates automatically whenever you deal damage as Gnar. He gets enraged, kind of like the Hulk, gets pissed off and becomes a large Gnar, but he goes back and forth. He calms down and becomes the mini Gnar again, but after a short duration, if he deals enough damage or takes enough damage, he'll turn into the Mega Gnar again. So you can't control it, but you do have to play around it. So it's a big thing that the Knights have to do to make sure that they're team fighting when they have the Mega Gnar, because you have no ult without it. And here comes Olaf.
Maybe a gank.
Yeah, wow, great Jhin root there. The E actually goes onto the minion. A teleport is coming down. They will turn their attentions onto that. It is Kennen. He has ultimate. Kojo is trapped. Pops the ultimate, though. Cannot be CC'd. Here comes Graves. A double kill for the Jhin. Olaf looking for more, falling solo. It's a 2v2, but this Graves is massive. Chat in one form, doing what he can, dodging a lot, but yep, the auto attack will pick it up, and that's a triple kill. Actually, Ari sneaking that one away with the Ignite. But yet a 3-for-3 all in all. But more to come for Emerson as they will drop the Rift Herald and the plates. Actually, plates just fell. Wow, luckily for the Knights. 14 minutes, plates go away. They will be taking this turret, though. However, Gnar and Diana are going to answer back in the mid lane for some turrets. Diana actually not going to get that turret in time as the Ashe ult is committed, but a 1-for-1 in turret trade so far. The Ashe ult actually going to hit Olaf on his way down to the bot lane. Kind of unlucky there. The Rift Herald will get a second charge. Can they take this turret? It looks like they will. The Rift Herald will surely fall. As now maybe there's a counter engage onto this Graves and Ari. Yes, onto the Graves is Diana in the top lane, or in the top side. Will Graves get out? He has the blast cone. Ooh, the ultimate will kind of yank him back towards the team. Kojo doing what he can. Graves falling so low, but one kill, God. 2 kills. Oh my. What great damage there from the Graves. Getting a lot of kills before he falls, and now it's a 3v2 as Lux picked up great Morgana bind there to secure that Lux kill. And yeah, look at that. Graves just making the most of his life even as he's about to die. That's a great tip for anybody out there. If you know you're kind of caught in a bad situation, just try to put out as much damage as you can. And it secures his team a nice, easy skirmish after those kills. And a dragon to boot. Yeah. With Olaf dead and a couple of the other members of the Knights fallen, it's just a free dragon for them. And here comes Gnar into the mid lane, looking for something. Gonna ult and completely whiff an Ari ult in response to dodge that one out. He's a little bit low on mana, but yeah, committing the Gnar ult, a little unfortunate there. Here comes Ashe with the slows, but Diana coming in as well. The bot lanes for both teams showing up in the mid lane. A little bit of an NA ram as there is a bot lane wave that should be picked up. Okay, Diana is going to pick that up. That is good. And with that turret falling in the bottom lane, the Emerson bot lane says we want to rotate ourselves to mid, and the Knights bot lane will rotate as well to answer. So, but yeah, the biggest thing jumping out to me right now is the Youmuu's Ghost Blade pickup for the Graves. That is a very aggressive, strong early game item. Lethality will be doing a lot at the 16-minute mark. He's looking to really be the carry of the Emerson team right now, and picking up the Youmuu's will give him a lot of pressure and aggressive playmaking ability. So it's going to be scary.
He needs that damage because Arcadia having a much tankier team composition than Red.
Yeah, then Emerson. Yeah,
Emerson.
They have Diana and Olaf who have a little bit more tank stats. The Ashe will actually committed for this Rift Herald. He needs that extra damage to make sure he can secure these kills. Gnar's just running in, gets the flash ult onto Morgana. The CC will follow. She is picked up after she flashes over the wall. Diana with a massive ult in the back line. They're looking for Ashe and Graves. The ultimate not killing Ashe, but Diana will. And Ari on the run. The Jhin ultimate, he opens up the curtain call. Looking for one, only connects with it. Gnar, however, might be able to finish it off.
Looks like he might get it.
Chase it down, shut down. And wow, Diana picking up Graves as well. On the other side of it, the little Dino Gnar, he picks up the kill. A great fight for the Knights, and it's looking like a Rift Herald to boot. And wow, that's exactly the way they want to play those fights.
Yeah, get a Rift Herald and a turret out of that.
Yeah, looking to push in more on the mid lane as well, but just like I said, they played with the Mega Gnar. They flash ult in. Morgana's instantly picked up, and what an absolutely beautiful Diana ult to pull 3 people back into the fight. Jhin able to slow them down with his ultimate from afar, and Olaf and Diana just have a field day at that point, running at the enemy team, as they know it's a 5v4, so very well played. Gnar opting to pick up the Trinity Force in the top lane. Quite an aggressive item, a little bit of a head scratcher for myself, if I do say so, as a Gnar professional myself and a top lane coach. I'll have to have a stern talking to my guy after the game, but it is, you know, it has its benefits. There are some discussions out there as Trinity Force, I think, leads to a little bit more damage than Black Cleaver, but it costs a lot more, and Gnar doesn't have mana, so he doesn't really benefit from a lot of that mana that Trinity Force gives. But being 3-0-1, the Cole's about to activate as well. He has so much of a gold lead on this Kennen. It's not going to be too much of a big deal, as here comes Graves to gank the bottom lane. King Moron should be going into Mega Gnar. He does get the stun. Will he ult Graves into the wall? Oh, it barely misses. So much damage, though, coming onto the Graves. The Kennen ult will come out. The stun connects to Graves, but Kennen actually going to get that shut down. Very nice gank there from the Graves, and nice support from the Kennen. And in the mid lane, the Knights have to try to answer. Wow, almost connecting with that bind, but the Black Shield from Kate is going to keep Ahri alive. Olaf, however, does have the Rift Herald, and you can see he's looking to drop it. The Dragon is coming up in 50 seconds, Baron in 20. So a lot of these neutral objectives coming up onto the map, you need to have all members of your team alive. Not really able to get anything in response for that Graves gank in the bot lane does feel bad for the Knights. They have to try to take advantage of Emerson putting too many people in the bottom lane. The classic double pink ward in the bot lane river bush. Just being extra safe to make sure there's no vision in that bush. Thank you, Observer. But the Baron will be spawning, and it looks like Emerson is just going to make a mad dash to it. 20 minutes, 14 seconds. They're going to start it up, and I don't think anybody on the Knights really realized what's going to happen. Graves falling pretty low. He does not have any lifesteal, as a lot of his kit is damaged, but yeah, just getting shallow vision around it. They don't know that they're doing it. What a sneak from Emerson. Graves is falling so low as well. They get a turret in the bot lane. Gnar is pushing top, but the whole time Emerson is on this Baron. They're just going to be free. There it goes. Wow, what a sneak. Gojo immediately goes on to the Dragon. Oh my gosh, what a combination of Morgana Ahri there. Yep, picking up the Lux, and oh
Gojo.
No, Olaf looking to secure this Dragon.
Can he get it in time?
He does get the Dragon.
Just in time, too. It's
very close. Yeah, they're running after him. The Jhin ult is committed. They're trying to pick up Ahri. Morgana going to make sure that ult is ending early, but the whole time Gnar is pushing top lane, so what a macro fiesta. Everybody all over the map, taking different turrets, taking dragons, taking barons. Nobody realizes anything. A lot of trading, and all in all, I think it's got to go in the way of Emerson. They pick up a kill, they pick up the dragon, or the Baron. They lose the dragon and the turret, but all in all, I think that's a one trade for them.
Yeah, they've got wind and earth souls, while Arcadia's got fire.
Yeah, the ocean dragon and the earth dragon are
ocean.
Yeah, for Emerson, and the soul is actually going to be infernal this game. So when you get 4 dragons, that's when you get the soul. So Infernal Soul on the table, yet to be picked up. Here comes the Rift Herald, drop in the mid lane. Emerson does have Baron, so it's going to be a little tough to push this wave into the turret, but Rift Herald will help out. Graves is quickly rotating to the mid lane. He has a flank angle, but all 5 members of the Knights are grouped up. Will this Rift Herald get a second charge? No. Here comes Graves. Will they engage? Looks like so. The Ash Arrow comes out. The damage will follow. Morgana is going to make sure he stays locked in. Diana goes immediately in. A lot of flashes blown. Kennen immediately on the back line of the Knights, though. Ahri is going to pick up one on the Diana, and yeah, the rest of the Knights have to run away from that fight, as there's just a Kennen flash ulting on top of them, and that makes sure that the back line of Emerson has no problem dealing with the Diana and the Gnar. Now a 2-for-0 with the Baron minions. A good poke coming out here from the Knights. The Lux ult completely whiffing. Unfortunate there. The Jhin W barely not picking up Ahri. Graves is going to rotate around. Here comes the Jhin ult, though. A lot of members of Emerson falling very low. He does sneak the kill onto the Ahri. A big kill there. Olaf immediately going to run in. He's falling so low, though, forced to flash back out. He gets picked up by the Graves over the wall. Lux now trying to do what she can. Gnar TP's in the back line. He's looking for 1 onto 2. Ashe actually going crazy. Gets 2 kills on her own, and just like that, gets the 3rd. Oh my gosh. Cobalt on the Ashe goes ridiculous, picking up 3 kills, staying alive barely. A lot of sad bees are being dropped from Emerson College, as that is 2 towers now and a ton of kills going over to them. Wow, what a fight there.
And completely reversing the ult lead that Arcadia had. I mean, not ult, gold.
Yeah, look at that. Emerson now up about 2.5k gold as a team. You can see, oh my gosh, Graves having 12,000 gold to himself. That is a large portion of gold. Yes, sitting on 4k gold almost, so still has a lot of items to buy. He is going to be an absolute problem. But just like we saw before, if Arcadia can chain together some nice CC, make sure that the Morgana Black Shield does not bail out Graves, he can die just as easily as he can kill everybody else. So it's going to be interesting to see how these team fights are played out. It's been very sporadic. I feel like a lot of reactive gameplay from both sides. If one team can sort of set up a play and execute it correctly, it very well can go in their favor, as Gnar and Kennen trading a lot of blows back and forth. Ahri looking to do what she can. The Ashe ult will connect onto the Gnar. He's pretty tanky. Gets the ultimate onto 2, but no stuns found. Picked up by Kennen, and Graves absolutely blasting that Olaf in the back. As again, 2 members of the Knights are fallen before the fights even started. Great Zanya's there from Lux to buy some time, but Jhin just does not put out enough damage. Diana going in onto the Graves. The Graves Phantom Dancer is going to pop, keep him alive. The Black Shield comes out, and he is just an absolute monster. Running into the fight, still has no lifesteal. The Death Stance should surely be coming. He has the components, but still staying alive so easily, even without that Death Stance, just goes to show how massive this Graves really is. Jhin doing a good job of clearing the wave there, trying to hold the line. The members of Arcadia are spawning. Olaf and Gnar up. Lux soon to spawn as well, and Diana a little bit of the ways off. Emerson just gonna opt to recall, though. They don't want to overextend. Kennen and Ahri getting spotted out there by the Jhin W. Olaf maybe looking to chase, not really, as I think both teams are sort of realizing that the Infernal Dragon's spawning in 3 seconds, and they want to commit everybody to that Infernal Dragon. The Infernal Soul is a great win con to play towards, especially for the red team. The red team is going to start it up. The blue team will be able to spot them out. The Knights, oh my gosh, the Gnar just goes immediately over. The Ashe ult missing. He blows Cleanse anyways. Gnar trying to do some damage to Graves, but oh my gosh, he's just so strong. The W misses. The ult is going to miss as well because of the Black Shield. Diana now trying to fight. It's just a 1v3, and he does get picked up, thankfully, by the Jhin. And Olaf actually getting a kill on the backside as well on the Ahri. So a 2-for-1 for the Knights, but the Infernal Soul, or Infernal Dragon, is taken.
Yeah, 1 away from getting a soul. And the kill difference is really big for Emerson right now. Up by 10.
Yeah, 10 kills now for Emerson. It is giving them about a 4k gold lead. Their gold lead is just steadily rising here. The Graves finishing the Death Stance. Picks up the BF sword as well. He is so strong. And not to sleep on Ashe or Ahri either. You know, Ashe having the Mirror Mana activated with the Essence 4 to a 9. A lot of CS. And Ahri does have the GLP and the Charm combination to make sure a lot of picks could come the way of Emerson, as well as Kennen ultimate. But on the other side, we have Gnar getting his Frozen Mallet. The Lux ult's committed to the Baron. They thought they might have sneaking it again, but they're just waiting in this bush to jump onto the members of Arcadia. There is a lot of damage coming out of the Jhin. Oh no, it's so close. Unfortunately, a 1-for-1 there. Gojo not able to save his Jhin, but look at this. The Frozen Mallet doing so much work for the Gnar. Just going to chase down this Kennen. He can't run right past that Graves, though. He is so strong. Flashes in. The Zanya's is blown. The ultimate comes out, but what an overstep there from the Gnar. Yeah, you cannot chase that cannon that far into the enemy team. It's just a 2 versus 4 there. You only had Olaf to back you up, and all Kennen had to do was press Zanyas as soon as the Gnar flashed in, and that's going to be a free Baron for the red team. Unfortunate there.
Another just... There's been no contest over these Barons so far.
Yeah, Emerson doing a great job of making sure that... Oh, the Lux ult coming in. Tried to get the steal there. Nice try. Emerson doing a great job of making sure that they skirmish and get these picks before the neutral objective spawns or as the neutral objective is spawning. So as soon as they win that fight, they can immediately go take it and have no risk really of any form of counterattack. Maybe just a Lux ult, if anything, to try to play for the steal. But yeah, very well played from them and their Graves. It's looking pretty grim here for the Knights. The Baron is going to help Emerson's siege capabilities. I'm interested to see where they put their members. The Ashe is becoming a very big problem here as well. Being able to put out so much damage and slowing the members of the Knights is tough to deal with. Setting up vision here in the bot side. Looks like they're going to send a lot of their members maybe in the bot lane or the mid lane to pressure these turrets. They're going to group up to actually take this red buff. Gnar is pushing in the top wave. He has teleport if needed, but I think he's just going to keep that pressure on. Now he's going to back up and try to help. Nope, going to keep pushing at the top wave, realizing that nobody's really doing too much of a threat now, and just going to keep the pressure on the map. Maybe draw one of the members of Emerson to back for him, but the answer to this is just engage on the rest of your members who are down a teammate, trying to get into their bot side jungle to fight for vision. Kennen will be backing now, so there you go. Turns it into a 4v4 on the bot side of the map. Gnar getting some good damage onto the turret. Kennen gonna have to immediately engage onto the Gnar to get him off the turret. He will, as now the members of Emerson are turning their attention to the mid lane turret. Ahri on the right here, poised to make a pick. She is spotted on vision. And there is a small opportunity here for the Knights to engage. It's about a 3v4 before this Grave shows up. Gnar could also rotate down, make it a 5v4. We'll see what they opt to do. Good poke here from the Jhin onto the Ashe. But Ahri and Graves are waiting right around the corner to protect their members. Arcadia has to try to clear these minions in the mid wave. They're doing a lot of damage to the mid tower. Jhin trying to get some poke out. Here comes Graves in the bot lane. The Jhin curtain call is opened up. Ahri's going to tank that one with the Banshees. Maybe one more. Yep, a little bit of damage on the way out, but just trying to keep these members off the mid turret, and it's working pretty well so far. Ahri now trying to rotate up to Gnar, maybe stop him from pushing the top wave, and it seems that the defense of the Knights is doing pretty well. The Ashe ult comes out, completely whiffs. Unfortunate. Nice try there from the Ashe as the Infernal Soul Point Dragon is spawning and spawned. Oh my, a fight breaks out as the Infernal Soul is taken. That's a lot of extra damage coming for Emerson here. The Lux Bind comes out. Oh, Graves goes immediately on to somebody in the bot wave there. It's going to be Diana. Cobalt picks up one, picks up another. Jhin forced to cleanse. What a skirmish. Olaf falling very low. The Ashe W does connect, slowing him down. The Morgana Flash Bind will secure it. Great job there. And just like that, a 3-for-0. They tried to engage while the dragon was being taken. As soon as the soul is taken, you just have to hightail it out of there because the members of the red team get so strong, so much extra damage. And now it's looking like a couple turrets and inhibitors should be falling for the blue side. There's really no way they can stop this absolute massive damage threat of Graves and Ahri with the Infernal Soul. We still have members down for about 15 more seconds. Lux and Diana spawning soon, but yep, 2 inhibitors falling and a top turret. A lot of gold swinging back into the red team, but nice CC there from Jhin. And picks himself up a kill onto the Ahri as she's trying to sneak on out. Now, maybe they can hold this top turret. Kennen trying to get a little bit of chip damage in. But yeah, forcing the red team out now off the back of that pick. Nice play there from Chat and One Reformed. As the Knights have to recoup. They're down 2 inhibitors. Actually going to open up the curtain call. They're going to keep the chase. The Morgana Black Shield will make sure that none of those shots will slow. However, Gnar is going to keep the chase on. Not anymore, but they will secure that vision and push out some waves. Hold
Yeah,
on,
but
Graves.
the loss of those 2 inhibitors is really bad for Arcadia.
Yeah, very grave for Arcadia. Look at this. Level 18 Graves just going to absolutely run at the Diana. There's nothing she can do. The Death Stance is going to keep Graves alive, basically taking 0 damage. And now, that's a dead Diana. It's a pretty free pick for him. And just like you said, Maxwell, 2 inhibitors down is nothing to scoff at. That's going to be a lot of pressure for Arcadia, and now all the members of Emerson can really just group to the top lane as we see Graves here. Gonna push it out, and eventually something is going to have to give as there's members chipping your turret in the top lane and super minions pressuring your bottom Nexus turret. You can't put your members everywhere. Eventually you're going to be pulled too thin, and something is going to have to give. So they can opt to do that macro play if they want to, but it seems like the Baron in 15 seconds is more of their style. They're just going to take every jungle camp they can and eventually take this Baron and look to close out the game with that. As there's not much you can do on the side of Arcadia to stop this Baron from being taken. If you walk up into the Fog of War with no vision, you will surely be getting Morgana Bind or Kennen Flash ulted. As there's the Ashe ult, nice flash from Lux to make sure she does not get caught there, and a little bit of the engage tools used to stop the forward progress of the Knights, but they're just going to immediately turn onto this Baron. And just like I said, the Knights, they can't walk into this jungle. They don't know if there's a Kennen waiting in a bush, and there is the Baron taken, which will surely lead to a lot more siege pressure from Emerson.
Yeah, and they're just going straight towards it.
Yep, you can see all of that jungle was pretty much dark there. There was no way that they could just walk in without risk of being instantly deleted. And now, yeah, no reset needed. Emerson's just going to walk it into the base of the blue team. Just like I said, bring everybody top lane. The super minions will do the rest of the work on the other 2 lanes. You can't protect everything. It is now 3 inhibitors falling down. Kojo will eat a charm, forced to blow his ultimate. They're trying to find a pick. Diana is going to go in alongside the Gnar, but a great CC from Emerson. Ahri falling so low. Jin just looking for 1 kill. He will get it, but look at this. Graves and Ashe flashing in, picking up 1, looking for 2. The cleanse blown to make sure that Jin can walk out of there, but that will be the game. Game 1 going over to Emerson College.
Yeah.
What a spectacular play from the jungler for Emerson, as well as the Ashe. I did not give Cobalt enough credit. They put on a lot of damage. They were playing the team fights very well, positioning accordingly, and the Ashe ultimates as well, creating a lot of opportunities for Emerson. So very well played from them, as we will look to see more in Game 2.
Yeah, for game 2, they're definitely going to want to have an answer for that Graves, because Graves just kind of had his way with Olaf.
Yeah, exactly. They need to find some type of way to counter the absolute pressure that Graves was applying to the entire map, and it's kind of a tricky thing with these teams that have sort of one all-star player, is that no matter how many champions you ban, they're gonna play a champion. You know, there's too many champions in the game to ban everything. So it comes down to, do we commit everything onto banning this one person away? Do we just, let him go and ban the other sort of weaker players around them? Or do we kind of take one away and then focus elsewhere? I don't know. It's a tough decision for pick ban, and but one thing is for sure, they do have to find some sort of strategy to deal with that Graves pressure. So it's going to be interesting. But I think
It's always the simple one of just banning Graves.
Yeah, you can always just ban it, but like I said, another champion's gonna be picked, and it could be worse than Graves in the first place. You don't know. So, but yeah, that will wrap up the first game of the series. It is a best of 3, so we'll be having some more content league pick ban after a quick break here. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Stick around. We'll be back with some more league action. Welcome back, everybody. We're in pick ban for Game 2 of the Arcadia Knights versus the Emerson Lions League of Legends series. Opting into picks and bans of this game. Looks like both teams opting to ban the same exact champions the first time around. They're saying pick ban was not the issue. Ooh, actually, Emerson banning away their own Graves. Bit of an
Weird.
interesting play there, yeah. Not sure what they're thinking, but yeah, Arcadia just sticking to the exact same bans. They said draft was not the issue. It was the way we executed in the game, which I do respect. But with Hecarim not being banned and Graves taking his spot, Hecarim is just going to be instantly first picked for Emerson. I think that was their strategy. They wanted to make sure that they could instantly pick up Hecarim before anybody had any say.
Yeah, just because once you've got the Hecarim, there's no point in having the Graves available anymore.
Yeah, exactly. You could take him in a solo lane, which has seen a little bit of play, but not really. He's mainly a jungler, so banning away the Graves from Arcadia. But instantly picking up the Hecarim means Arcadia is going to get Jhin for free again. So one of the downsides there for that draft strategy. And again, the Knights have an opportunity to pair a support with the Jhin. Maybe they opt for the Lux flex pick again. Could be. But they're actually just going to lock in Olaf again. Pretty strong draft there as well, I will say. So now both junglers picked up in this pick ban phase. Emerson now getting 2 picks. Probably going to lock up their bot lane. That is just my guess, though. They could also opt to maybe pick a top and or mid laner before the ban phase is over. But yeah, looks like it's just going to be Ashe again. The Ashe actually, like I said, did a lot in that game 1. So they opting to just run it back into the Jhin. No problems there.
Yeah, the Ashe wasn't that flashy. We weren't talking about her too much during the game, but her impact was not to be underestimated.
Yeah, quite large. And yeah, I expected the Morgana to follow as well. The exact same bot lane just going to be locked in. And Arcadia opting to pick up the Galio in the first round. I do like that. Switching up the pick ban a little bit. They know that the Morgana is going to be support. They are just going to lock in the mid laner before any more bans could come into the mid lane. And with the Olaf, Galio operates pretty well. Has a lot of opportunities to roam in the early game as well. Could help build some leads for the Knights. But with that, just like last time,
Ornn and the
Ornn and
Mordekaiser.
Yep, exactly. Banned instantly away from the Emerson top laner. You saw that he struggled quite a bit in the first game. It didn't matter too much, but definitely not going to let him get back on any of the champions that he feels comfortable on. As 2 quick bans, Nami and Camille away for Emerson. They don't want the support or the top laner. We'll see now what the Knights opt to pick, be it the support with the top lane counter pick or the top laner with the support round out for the final pick. I'm going to guess support here, but let's see. Lissandra picked up. I'm not sure if that is intended. Could it be Galio support or Lissandra support? I don't know. That could be a misclick, but wow, Lissandra picked up in the support.
Yeah.
Probably top lane, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, you could work with a Lissandra top lane.
Yeah, typically a mid laner. Even I, and Arcadia coach, cannot really see through this draft pick. I don't know exactly where this Galio and Lissandra are going to go, so that has to bode well for them in this draft phase because Emerson's not really knowing what this Ari is going to match up into.
If the coach of the team doesn't know what the team's doing, the enemy definitely doesn't.
Yeah, we can hope so. So
we can also only hope Arcadia knows what they're doing.
Yeah, there has to be a method to their madness. So Emerson running back the pretty much exact same team except Hecarim in for Graves. It's worked well the first game, so they're just going to do it again. So let's see what Arcadia picks here to round out their team. I'm interested to see myself. 5 seconds left. What's it gonna be? Akali is picked up. Wow. What a team comp for the Knights
Yeah,
here in game 2. I
this
kind of like
looks
it.
it looks like it's just all in damage and tanky.
Yeah,
Yes,
there's a
kinda.
lot of CC lockdown and damage coming out from the Knights. I think it's going to be Lissandra support and or Galio support. I think Galio support operates a little bit better than Lissandra, but I don't think Lissandra is that terrible. But really, like getting the Akali is going to allow our top laner to get a lot of pressure on this Kennen. He's gotten a lead before, and picking the Akali will give him a lot more skill expression to get maybe some more solo kills in the top lane. And meanwhile, this Ashe and Morgana have not been punished as much as they should have with the Lux. So they're going to pick Galio or Lissandra. Both have large CC capabilities to make sure that this Jhin can get ahead and get some kills. But wow, what a pick ban phase there.
Yeah, truly coming out of left field.
And I kind of respect it. I mean, if Emerson's going to pick the same exact comp, we know exactly what they want to do in the game. So we're going to try to pick some off meta, some orthodox things to make sure that they feel a little bit less comfortable going into game 2. So, but that is the pick ban phase. There are our teams. We will be taking another short break, unfortunately, for spectator delay. Thank you again for everybody for sticking around and watching the games. Game 2 will start up shortly, and we'll be back then. Thanks again.
See you.
You feel like the world is changing, spinning round and rearranging. Just hold on tight, you'll be alright. You feel like the world is spinning, close your eyes and you can't sleep through the night. Fireworks up in the sky, watching our life passing by. Fireworks up in the sky, watching our life passing by. Together with you, you and I will fly like fireworks. We'll fly, we'll fly. You feel like the world is changing, spinning round and rearranging. Just hold on tight, you'll be alright. You feel like the world is spinning, close your eyes and you can't sleep.
Welcome
right,
back,
guys.
everybody.
So
Give him the rundown.
Yeah.
Maxwell.
So the Lysandra, that was a misclick. It's confirmed. They actually meant to go for Leona, and just they're right next to each other with the draft, and a bit of a misclick. So actually, they're going for the Leona support, not Lysandra. Something a little bit more classic.
Yeah,
Then.
a little bit of a stronger lane, in my opinion. Definitely Leona. A little bit better in the support role than Lysandra right now, but maybe that was just a glimpse into the future meta.
Oh.
A little bit of a sign to the people out there that Lysandra support's on the horizon. But loading up into the second game of the series, Emerson does lead 1-0 currently, but yeah, the Leona, not Lysandra, picked up here for the support, taking the exhaust and the cleanse with the Jhin. It's pretty interesting, as we actually do have a pause immediately as the game starts. Unfortunate, but does give us some time to talk a little bit about the game. So, as you can see, the runes and masteries and summoner spells are not too far-fetched this game. Like I said, Jhin taking cleanse is usually pretty strong into Ashe and Morgana, because that's really what they're going to need to do to get some kills in the bot lane is CCU. And Leona taking exhaust is actually pretty strong as well. Being able to exhaust the Hecarim, Kennen, diving into your back line is going to limit a lot of their damage and maybe help swing the team fights later in the game, as well as limit Ashe's damage in the early 2v2 skirmishes in the bot lane. So Fortunately, just a quick pause. We're loading back into the game. Both teams going to be getting out onto the map. As blue team actually looking for a top lane invade. Wow, a little bit of a curveball here. But with the Akali
God, the
picked,
5 top.
oh yeah, with the Akali pick, they have to expect something a little different. They're gonna go around the back of this wall, maybe, or maybe hug it close and attack that way. Let's see if King Waron is gonna see it out. He is gonna get the spotted. The E is started and used immediately, but Morgana could commit the flash Q. No, they will not. So nice attempt there from Emerson to do a little something sneaky in the top lane, but the 5-point from Arcadia is well played, and look at that. So much vision now granted to Arcadia in
The
the
bot
bot side
jungle.
Exactly. They're going to have a lot of knowledge on where Mixture is going to be starting his buff. And with that, we'll see what Kojo can do to maybe change his path or look for an opportunity to invade or something of the sort. So Hecarim is going to de-ward that ward right there, getting himself a little bit of experience in gold, but the second ward is still there, so they will be able to see when exactly Hecarim crosses over to the top side jungle, and that's actually really valuable information. You get to see if Hecarim is maybe looking for a bot lane early gank, or if he's looking for a full clear, or if he's trying to do fast and go cross to the other side of his jungle quickly, get the blue buff and look for a top side gank or something of the sort. So very valuable ward there.
It looks like he's staying low for now.
Yeah, right now opting to do the same full clear as Olaf. Get the bot side main camp, take the 2 surrounding camps, and then go to the top side. So Olaf doing it a little bit faster than Hecarim, though. You can see the difference in the Graves versus Olaf and the Hecarim versus Olaf matchup. So mid lane, a little bit of trading. Both bot laners and support's going to be hitting level 2 at the same time, so nothing too crazy there. Kali was forced to start E this game, so she's having a little bit of a tougher time in the early stages, but hitting level 2 will get her a Q, and that'll help make it feel a little bit more like home in the top lane. So nothing too crazy here. Both junglers now starting to finally get to their second buff. As you can see, Hecarim just finished his wolves there, and Olaf's already on his red, so he has to slightly, he might get into the river with an advantage. Maybe he'll look to fight over the scuttle crab and do the same double scuttle that Graves did before. Galio does look like he has mid advantage. Ooh, barely missing that knockup on the Justice Punch. Here comes Olaf into the top side. Being faster will grant him access to a top gank, but Kennen just going to press E and get on out of there. Now Hecarim going to be attacking the scuttle crab. R is going to collapse and help him first, granting him that scuttle crab, as Akali has a massive wave getting pushed into her, and Olaf now has to try to make a mad dash to the second scuttle crab. Ari and Hecarim poised here to make a gank in the mid lane. They are going to engage onto the Galio. The W comes out, but not enough damage to fall. Olaf's going to re-engage onto Ari. Ari actually falling so low. Hecarim is trying to 1v1 Galio. Olaf's trying to 1v1 Ari. Both flashes committed from both mid lanes.
Oh, the Hecarim really low, though.
Yeah,
So...
Olaf has a bit of a health lead. The Q should follow.
Oh, and the Galio!
He's juking everything. I can't believe it. Will Hecarim get out? He will. The charm and the ignite comes down. Oh, no. You hate to see it as the axe misses, and Hecarim is just going to walk out of that one. And now the bot lane of Emerson is coming to help secure this scuttle crab for their jungler. Oh, my gosh. Another skill shot missed, and now Kojo is going to get out of there with his life. Hecarim is thinking, can I go for the scuttle crab? Is it okay? But he is going to get spotted, but the bot laners for Arcadia are just opting to farm it out, so he will get the double scuttle crab. Wow, all in all, that is all he was fighting for. What a back and forth there. So many flashes blown.
Dang.
And yeah. The most important thing, honestly, is look at the CS lead for Galio. Ari went to roam for the top scuttle crab first, while Galio had push advantage. So we got a couple CS there. And then afterwards, Ari got so low after the flash, and Galio came back quicker with the teleport and was able to secure himself a lot more CS than Ari. So establishing a little bit of an early lead here for himself. And Galio operating very well with building magic resist gives him, clearly some resistances and a little bit of extra tankiness against the Ahri, but also some damage because that's the way that Galio works. So innately having a good matchup into the Ahri actually engages onto her, gets a nice trade, long taunt there. The Q will come out, but Ahri staying alive. Only 18 CS. She has to be careful here. She has no more health pots in the tank. Galio should be hitting his ultimate very soon. Leona tries to engage, but a great Morgana Black Shield will stop any engage there onto the Ashe. And this Morgana is posing to be a problem. I was looking to maybe see a little bit more takeaway from that to maybe allow the bot lane to look for more kills, but not going to happen. Morgana doing a great job of stopping any attack that the Knight's bot lane has. So Ahri's still so low, maybe baiting for this Hecarim gank. They will spot him out on that pixel bush. He does not notice it. So now maybe looking for a top lane gank. No, just kind of wandering around this jungle. Goes back over the ward again. Doesn't realize that they keep pinging him out. He refuses to walk into that bush, and now maybe Galio looking for a little bit of an action on him. No. I feel like Galio should be looking for this Ahri kill here. Hecarim is still just walking around the top side. He's looking for something, but nothing is being given to him. So finally, he will walk back to the camp and take that. So Galio's just going to keep his CS lead and back. Get some more items.
With the bottom lane, they're back in too.
Yep, everybody's resetting, trying to spend that gold. The dragon may be on the eyes for the Knights with this reset. They are pinging on the dragon now. They can come back with a nice item lead, set up some vision, and maybe win a fight. Kojo looking for this Scuttle Crab. Morgana not going to let him take it for free. The W comes out. He shouldn't really hit this blast cone because you need that for the fight. He's going to engage actually right in there with the Galio ult. A nice attack there. Goes onto the Ahri. Ahri ult forced out. Galio's going to get the W onto Hecarim right when the black shield ends, and that's first blood for Chat and One Reformed. Forced to cleanse there. A little bit late, but the chase continues. There is no black shield. No flashes yet. The E comes out, the auto attack, but the bind from Morgana along with the heal is going to keep Ashe safe. Now a little bit of damage on the return there, but
they should be able to take this dragon now.
Yeah, nice communication from Olaf and Galio. Just going to blast cone himself in and let Galio enter the fight. Morgana bind, a little bit of damage to Kojo, but this should just be a Cloud Dragon for the Knights. However, hold on. Is here. He does have 6. He could ult over the wall and look for the steal. He is going to do just that. He is going to steal it away. Oh my God. Unfortunate for the Knights. Does take that one up, but does get killed in return. Ashe now putting a lot of damage, forcing the flash from Jhin. Kennen flashes in response, but Leona goes immediately onto the Kennen. Ahri's on the back line as well. So many members of Emerson are chasing down the Knights. A kill actually picked up there by Morgana. Sneaks that one away.
Another.
The Ashe ult. Yep, with the Kennen damage is going to pick up a second one there. And all in all, a 1 for 2, along with the dragon for Emerson. And yeah, Akali just sitting up here, not committing the teleport to the fight. Wow, unfortunate there for the Knights. It was looking so good, but nice Hecarim ult smite to steal that one away from Kojo.
Not only them picking up the dragon, but also getting 2 kills. That evens so much out.
Yeah, they're now only down about 200 gold, and they have the dragon as well, so it's pretty much even. The CS lead for Akali is really not that great. It's not presenting a lot to answer back, and Jhin does have 2 kills. Coming back into the lane with the BF sword, crit cloak feels very nice. But you know, Kennen coming back in the lane with a lot of items as well is going to be tough for the Akali to really get herself some kill advantage. She needs to take, really actually get that Hextech Gunblade and then look to make some plays. So Leona going into the bot lane, the Black Shield is coming out. She will drop the ult immediately. Actually, she is only level 5. There comes the Q, the W as well. Akali comes into the fight looking to pick up Ashe. The E's missing, but the second part of the ultimate will pick her up. That is a nice TP play there, or actually just walk down there from the Akali. Has the TP to fight in the top lane. Is now Hecarim gonna pick up that kill on Olaf. Actually, Ahri gets the Q at the last second. A 3v1 around the Rift Herald. Now Galio forced to get out of the mid lane. Hecarim looking to contest something in the bot lane. Gonna run into Akali. Ahri is falling very low. The bot lane for Arcadia can rotate up for this. If they want, they push the wave in. Ahri is still so low in the mid lane, maybe baiting for her Hecarim to get a nice gank attempt if Galio goes in. A lot of pings coming out the Hecarim here from Kojo. He wants to fight for the Scuttle Crab again. Jhin is going to rotate up. Galio is going to rotate down. They're going to pinch this Hecarim into a bad situation. He does get the Scuttle Crab. He's just going to walk away, dodging the Jhin W. The Ashe Ult comes out. He re-engages with his team. The Galio E is a little bit of a short one, but eventually the kill does go over to the Knights. They're chasing down the Ashe here. The Olaf Q will slow her down. The ult and the Jhin W will both layer on each other, get the CC, and that's a double kill for the Galio.
Two coming onto the... Yeah.
Yeah, over to the Galio there. Really great, what he needed, and Hecarim's just going to scurry himself out of there. But all in all, great.
Does he know they're there? I don't...
Yeah,
he has to now.
Yeah, they know. He knows they're there, but they can't really kill him. He's too fast, and he can't really kill them. He's too low health, so... Just going to handshake and say, yeah, you can invade my jungle. That's fine. I'm just going to take these Krugs and leave. So what a early game skirmish here between both teams. Akali picking up a kill for herself. Still hasn't gotten the Gunblade. That's a big item spike for her. She needs that. She also really needs ultimate if she wants to try to kill this Kennen. She does have it up. So... could look for something here if she wants, but I don't think it's going to come. She needs to get that Gunblade first. Ahri forcing Galio to Justice Punch out of that situation, but here comes Olaf in the top lane. Looking to get some damage on the Kennen. Kennen just going to run at the Olaf. Olaf immediately pops ult as well as the Galio ult to help force the members of Emerson to back up, and all in all, a lot of ults blown for nothing. So I think the Knights got a little too scared there and used too many of their cooldowns in quick succession. A lot of damage coming out to the Ahri here. Nice trade, forcing Hecarim off of the Rift Herald. Akali is here. She ults immediately onto the Kennen, looking for the Ahri with the second part of the ult. Oh, she does get the EE on the back end of the fight. Oh, nice flash to dodge the Hecarim. A big Kennen ult here. Oh my gosh.
They got the Hecarim.
Yeah, it's a 1-for-1. Galio now in a 1v1 against the Kennen. Make it a 2v1. The Justice Punch engaged. The taunt will surely come out. Here comes the Q. He needs to flash taunt. He does get it. The Hecarim Q, Olaf Q. Smite will clean up that Kennen. That is a 3-for-1 at the end of it all. Wow, very well played there from the Knights. On the top side of the map, nice skirmish. But on the bot side, however, Ashe is running it in. Hold on, look at this Jhin damage come out, absolutely blasting that Ashe. She stepped too far forward. Here comes the teleport from the Akali. The curtain call opens up.
Are they going to get her?
The flash blown from Morgana, and it will be picked up from the Jhin with the ultimate. Akali TP there just to help make sure that Morgana had no chance of getting out of that. And what a nice turnaround. 2v1, really, for the Jhin there in the bottom lane, and the Rift Herald's picked up. What a great turn of events for the Knights here.
Yeah, so they're up by kills, which is great. They're up by 4k gold.
Yeah.
And with this Rift Herald, and looks like Dragon, unless they go for another steal.
Yeah, Mixture does not have the ultimate up, so he cannot steal it. They're just waiting here. Oh, waiting for the smite, I guess. Yep, that's going to be picked up by them. So now, with that, evened out on the Dragons. And might I say, Infernal Dragon is a lot better than Cloud Dragon. So I think Arcadia gets out on the better half of that trade if they're going to have to go 1-for-1 on Dragons. So
yeah,
looking good for them. Great moves around the map. We love to see it here on the casting desk. But with 2 Dragons taken now, we will see that it is the Ocean Soul map. A little bit more bushes being grown out all across the rift. A little bit more nature, more natural look. Couple sneaky spots that maybe some people can hide in here. And oh my gosh, Akali immediately going in onto this Kennen. The whole combo goes out, but she whiffs the ult. Doesn't even matter. Just looks it up. Gets in front of Kennen to make sure
Now
that the
the Galio going for it too.
Yeah, says you're getting a solo kill. I want a solo kill too. Tries to get some damage onto the Ahri, but not enough. But yeah, wow, very well played from the Akali in the top lane. Ooh, the taunt barely missing there.
This Ahri seems like they're always at low health.
Yeah, sticking around in the mid lane after taking a couple bad trades with Galio does feel very bad, and she does like to stick around here with low health. She will back, realizing that Galio can easily kill her. The Proto Belt can help close the gap as well. So Olaf is actually just going to walk mid and immediately drop this Rift Herald. Yep. Going to crack this mid turret. Flash is available for the Olaf if he wants to flash onto the Ahri. He is immediately going to do just that. The Flash Smite isn't going to be enough, and now instantly picked up from the Hecarim. He kind of baited himself. I could sense that Kojo was looking for the aggressive play, and it got himself killed. Classic Kojo fashion. The turret is not going to fall as well. Maybe with the help of his minions, but Hecarim's just going to look for a gank back on the mid lane. The charm is going to miss. The Q should pick up Ahri. Ooh, just short. A lot of damage coming out of the Hecarim. Hecarim mode coming out. So much falling on down to the Galio. He will get picked up from the Hecarim, and what a misplay.
Bot lane coming
the
up,
Knights
though.
in the mid lane. Oh, hold on.
Everyone's
just
low.
unloading the curtain, missing the bullet on the stun target, but getting the double kill on the third shot. Very well played there from Chat and One Reformed. His teammates could not get the job done, so he has to come do it himself. Picking up the turret as well. Nice rotation from the bot lane. And 6-1-3 now. This Jhin is an absolute monstrosity. The Akali as well in the top lane, having a large CS lead, being 3-1-1. That Gunblade is making sure that she is so strong right now. I have to wait and see what the Knights are going to try to do with this lead across the map. As we can see, though, Jhin has the Stormrazor, picking up a lot of the damage components for the IE. He's very, very strong. Leona getting the Gargoyle Stone Point. She's going to be insanely tanky. Just a massive threat that nobody can really deal with. Oh my gosh. Akali instantly goes in onto the Kennen. Kennen walks up a little bit too far.
So much
Gunblade
damage.
along with the ult. Yeah, a lot of damage coming down onto Kennen, but he barely lives with that ultimate popped himself. But now he's going to have to back. Akali's going to get a lot of CS and damage onto this turret here as the rest of the members line up in the bot lane. They're going to engage onto Ahri, it seems like. Maybe not, looking for something there. There is no turret there, so they do have a little bit more room to play with, but a 4v4 in the bot lane. Maybe brewing. Akali getting some top lane damage, but not much actually going to happen. A lot of members grouped up
Might
around
be able
this
to
dragon.
just take this turret right now.
Yeah, I think she needs a couple more minions, and Kennen should be back on the wave. Her turret damage is pretty low. She's kind of more of a spell casting champion, but she should be able to get it. She has teleport coming up pretty shortly. Kennen's running back. Looks like she actually might be able to get it. Oh, it's going to be close. Kennen's here. She's going to commit to it. Does get the turret, and it instantly fights Kennen. I don't know if this is going to be great for her. She does have the Gunblade, healing herself up. But yeah, Kennen's just going to walk away after that one. And now the dragon, spawning in 30 seconds, is definitely in the sights
of
the
both
Knights.
teams.
Yeah.
Because everyone's playing down near bot jungle.
Yeah, both mid laners playing in the bottom lane. Bot laners playing mid. There's a lot of vision set up, especially from the red team in the bot side blue jungle, which is great to see. They have the Akali teleport now, along with the ultimate and flash, so she can come in whenever she's needed. Gets the turret in the top lane for free. Oh, the stun actually comes out before the black shield is active, but nothing will come of it. Good opportunity.
Yeah, just
there.
trying to make the space right now.
Yeah, set up vision, deny vision from the enemy, and create space for themselves. And however, Hecarim does have the Trinity Force and the ultimate available. I have to be worried after the first dragon. It could happen again.
They don't know how fast it's going, it looks like.
Yeah, it's already burned.
He was just farming some.
Oh, Jhin W is going to connect. Leona goes instantly in, along with the Galio ultimate. They're looking for some picks. The Jhin ult not going to really get on anybody. Akali, a lot of damage, just going to blast Mixture off the base of the earth. Does get caught with the charm, but Leona is going over the wall into the base. Might have been off a little bit more than she can chew. Has to flash out. Kojo gets hit with the charm. He's forced to ult. Galio's just trying to keep everybody alive, and the Knights will get out with their lives. Wow, King Moron putting on a show with the Akali, really showing that practice makes poggers, as he's trying to do his best to get a actual collegiate game on the Akali. And the first one, looking pretty good. I'm not sure I expected this first one, but maybe. But 4-1-1 now, getting a lot more of the items. The Asholt's coming out of the top lane. Oh no. Oh, barely gonna miss the Akali. Nice attempt there. Maybe start a little something. Hecarim looking to make a pick, but yeah, the gold advantage for the Knights rising to about 5k, a little bit more. 5k. Math is difficult, but we got there.
Yeah.
You can see especially
Teams might be
lane.
looking to go for the Baron.
Yeah, especially now with all this lead that the Knights have. They have a lot of item advantages. Jhin getting the IE is massive for him, rising to 6-1-4 now. Akali unable to finish that Leandri's just yet, but almost there. And Olaf almost getting the Black Cleaver. Galio getting some extra damage with the Oblivion Orb. They definitely want to set their sights onto the Baron. They have a lot of strength. They have the advantages, and they want to make sure that they can get a pick into the fight, or maybe start the fight, bait Emerson in, and then turn and get a big team fight for themselves. But yeah, Akali did not have to blow teleport that whole time, so she still has a lot of split pushing pressure in the bottom lane. Kennen can surely not answer her. They have to send somebody, or else Akali is just going to take so much in the bot lane while the rest of red team just dances around the Baron and forces the blue team to be scared. And here comes Hecarim backing the E in onto the Morgana. Olaf ult popped as well. Nobody able to land.
And
any
they pick
CC.
something up with this.
Yeah, here's the Jhin ult. He's trying to sneak shots onto that Morgana. Hecarim taking a lot of them. A lot of damage going on to the Ashir. Meanwhile, Akali is just smashing this bottom lane turret. Half health now. They're pinging out the Baron. They immediately want to start it up. They know Morgana and Ashe have to back. They see Kennen in the bot lane. This is Akali's notice and sort of sign to say, I got to get up to the Baron now, as the Knights will start it up. Akali should be getting in a safe position to start the TP. They're looking to turn. It might be a little too early, though. Yeah, they need to get back onto the Baron. No, they're going to let it respawn, and just like that, Emerson is going to stop that Baron by just standing around. I think they needed to play a little bit longer on the Baron, bait Emerson in a little bit closer, and then try to turn it out. Wow, look at this. Kennen. Unseen in this bot lane bush. He's going to run right at Akali. Ooh, the E.
Good. That was a nice dodge.
Yeah, I'm out of a sticky situation. The Knights are running back onto the Baron. They realize they still have a lot of pressure. GLP's coming out to slow the members, but nothing's really going to result of it. The Scuttle Crab now up on the map. Hecarim looking to secure that one for his team. He will. Akali looking to take a fight in the bot lane. A lot of poke being traded back and forth. This turret is so close to falling. The Gunblade's going to be keeping Akali pretty healthy. Kennen now forced to back. Maybe, maybe not. Akali is trying to use as much time as she can to keep the pressure on in the bottom lane. A lot of the members of Emerson are still clumped up here at the top side jungle. The Baron is still on the table.
Yeah,
There's
neither
still this
team
dance.
giving it up.
Yeah, neither team wants to walk away, because as soon as you do, the Baron can be started. Olaf actually getting engaged on here by Morgana. A little bit of a W trade back and forth.
It's like some people backing for the Knights.
Yep, Jhin and Leona gonna back. I think they're just gonna try to go for this dragon now with 25 seconds on the clock. It's a little bit easier of an objective to take. And the Baron might be a little too difficult. Akali now gonna back. She still has the teleport, so it's
Blue
okay
team
for her to
backing
back.
now, so the Knights could just kind of take this dragon, I think.
Yeah, spawning
He
in
might
8
have
seconds.
backed too late.
Hecarim and Morgana reset, but they lost a lot of tempo off the map. If Arcadia realizes that there's nobody here, Galio with a great engage on the mid lane. The taunt is going to land. The charm completely whiffed. Leona EQ barely missing there. Unfortunate. Nice try with the chain CC from Traguchi. And now the dragon looking to be started up here at Ari, I should say, is forced to recall. And with that tempo, they know they have a 4v4 at the Dragon Pit with Akali in the top lane. And Actually, what they're going to do is try to bait it out. They're going to pull the dragon out. Akali does have the teleport. Ahri's getting back to the lane, though, but look at Galio and Akali. They're getting so much pressure on these waves. If blue team wants to engage on the dragon, which they will, Kennen going into the fight with the ultimate. Leona taking a lot of damage, pops the gargoyle. She's so tanky. A lot of damage coming down onto the Jhin. Where are the members of the Knights? Finally, Akali is going to TP in. The Galio ult comes as well. Akali goes right in. A lot of damage. Looking for the Hecarim. She picks him up. So much damage now onto Ashe. She's picked up as well from the Jhin ult. Another kill. Looking for her. Nice EE combo from the Akali. And the Electrocute's just going to pop the Ahri. And wow, nice flash there from Morgana. But what a fight from the Knights. Almost an ace across the map. Oh! Flashes into the binding. And the axe
Unlike
barely
2 health.
not killing Morgana. Unfortunate. Gojo loves to blow everything to try to get kills. That's not worth in the slightest to use flash there, especially into a bind. But all in all, a great fight for the Knights.
They got everything they could have wanted. They got the dragon out of that. They got 4 kills, and now they're just going to take out this inhibitor.
Yeah, looking to take the mid turret, not the inhibitor just yet, but
blue team spawning in all at once.
Yeah,
to make that inhibitor a little tricky.
Stop their forward progress for now, but look at the items coming in for the Knights. 7-1 and 6 Jhin, he's going to have himself a nice shopping spree when he gets back. Akali's picking up the Leandries along with the needlessly large rod. The carries of the Knights are just getting out of control. Galio as well, doing so much damage as also being such a tank for his team. Olaf getting the Black Cleaver, Leona very tanky now. The locket purchased, maybe into a something to let
going on the Baron.
Powered auto attacks. Yeah, the Baron is started now for Arcadia. It is spotted out. Morgana and Hecarim looking to run in, but here comes Galio and Jhin on the flank. I don't think this is a fight that they want to take. Ahri's in the bottom lane with no TP. It's a 5v4 at best. Maybe they're just looking for a smite fight, but they are getting engaged on. Akali goes in, gets Kennen ulted. Hold on. This could be great. A nice shutdown from Kennen. Half of the members are fighting while half the members are burning. Oh, it gets so low in mixture with the steal. I can't believe it. The members of the Knights are falling like dominoes, and it was such a misplay across the map for the Knights. What a steal again from this Hecarim. It was so low, and Olaf was just unable to secure it, and what a swing of events for Emerson.
For another one, but
immediately going on to this Leona. She's falling so low, dies anyway.
An ace.
That's an ace across the map for Emerson. Oh my gosh, what an unfortunate series of events there.
But here's the thing. As much as that was hard to watch, as exciting as exciting as that was, that's hard.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Arcadia's still at the advantage. They may not have the map presence because they just got aced, but they've still got 18 kills to 12. They've still technically got a gold advantage.
This is
four turrets up.
Yeah, this is all true statements being dropped from Maxwell. Olaf forced the ult there. A lot of turrets are going to be dropped here in response. The Baron is going to have a lot of CP potential. Hecarim getting a little bit aggressive there, but the Empowered Recall is going to keep him safe. And yeah, Arcadia does have still a slight gold lead, but losing so much of the gold lead they have does feel very bad, as well as the Baron staying around for a little bit will enable Emerson to get a lot more than just what they have right now. But still, however, 1 minute and about 10 seconds till the soul point for the Knights. That's something they really want to fight over. Kennen looking to engage here. Galio's going to Justice Punch in, but just walk away. This is really going to be the big fight around this the dragon here. The Kennen ult is actually massive. I think Akali needs to play it safe. Hecarim popping the ghost and is just going to run at Galio. Nice Justice Punch there to keep himself safe. The ultimate follows. The members of the Knights need to come support their Galio. He's forced to flash a nice taunt, but Hecarim is keeping on, and he will surely fall. There he goes. But look at the backside of it.
Yeah, he wasn't there for his team.
Falling down, however, look at this Akali doing so much damage. Oh my gosh, Jhin needs to start attacking this Hecarim. Leona doing what she can to CC the Hecarim, but it's a 2v2. Both of the, I mean, I would say all the strongest members of this game right here against each other in a 2v2. Hecarim and Ari versus Jin and Akali. I think Jin and Akali should be able to win it. It's just tough with the CC pressure of Ari and Hecarim. They're waiting in this bush though. Oh no, Akali! You could be caught out here. Nice W. Shroud will keep her alive. A lot of icy bolts are being laid down onto the Knights, but here is the Ocean Dragon. Do they have what they can to protect it? The Galio TP is coming in too. It's falling so low. Akali's coming in. Here comes the Galio TP. It's falling very low. Can Jin steal it? Oh, it gets picked up by Hecarim, but he will die in return. I think that's got to be worth for them. Jin ult coming out. They're trying to pick up Ari on the tail end, but it will not happen. And the soul point for the Knights delayed another 5 minutes. A very big play for this Hecarim.
Yeah, that was exactly what they needed.
Yeah,
if the Knights get that soul, that is gonna completely recover everything that happened in the fight before.
Yeah, pretty much. This Hecarim is absolutely putting the team on his back on these neutral objectives and making sure that he can secure everything he needs to secure to keep his team alive in this game. It is impeccable. Ashe getting some of her items, starting to become more of a threat. Ari is really an enabler here, picking up a lot of these slowing items with the Glacial Augment build, making sure that subsequent CC can be layered on. Jin is still very, very large. Having 3.5 items really, and an item and a half up on this Ashe. The exact same CS, but still so many kills and assists. He is going to be a large problem. He just needs to start to kind of play these fights a little bit more aggressive and get damage onto this Hecarim while Hecarim's focusing somebody else, right? If Hecarim's not diving onto the Jin has plenty of opportunities to just be layering some damage onto this Hecarim. And I think that will help them win a lot more fights. Ari laying down the slows here.
Everyone down mid right now.
Yeah, looking like a kind of classic NA ram. You don't really have anything else to do, so might as well run it mid. Some damage being laid onto the Hecarim there, but both teams kind of just ignoring their side waves. Side waves are pushing into Arcadia, red team's base, so that's not good for them. I would really like either team to really set something up here. They're kind of just facing each other off, back and forth, staring each other at the face, getting ready to engage. The spooky ghosts are coming out from Ari. Going to catch Akali, but Galio is a little bit caught out here. Maybe the Hecarim engage or Cannon Flash ult could be a team fight win here for Emerson. They are going to start it out here. Morgana bind. Here comes the charm onto Leona. Galio's looking to fight. Hecarim pops the ghost immediately onto the Jin. Good flash there to keep himself alive. Kennen goes into the back line, but just gets instantly clapped from the Jin. Akali in as well, picking up so many kills in the back line. This is a great fight for the Knights. The flash blown from the Ashe. Ari trying to fight Leona. She will stay alive, and what a fight for Arcadia. I really thought that was going to be bad for them, but it went great. Jin, nice CC, the layering from Galio. That's another one picked up. He's sprinting at the Ari. The ghosts are trying to scare Jin, but he will be fearless as he charges down the mid wave to take this inhibitor. A 4-for-0, and I really cannot believe how much pressure this Akali and Jin are putting on to this game. They're just looking to end it here, Maxwell.
Yeah, because the respawns haven't come in, so there's nothing stopping them from just taking these turrets.
There's an ace. Galio stays alive. Morgana's here, but she's the only one. It's looking like a game 2 victory for the Knights. Kennen looking to do what he can, but gonna be nothing. Gets a kill on Galio.
That's a game win for the Knights.
Yeah, but a big game win for Arcadia there. Wow, well played.
Yeah. The turn on that fight was excellent. Like, it looked like it was gonna be against the Knights, but then they just focus one target so hard that it just turns into a 5v4, and the fight just swung from there.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of pressure being put on the Jin. The Galio ult immediately put onto him. He flashes out, stays alive with the cleanse, blasts Kennen, and from that point on, it's just a complete front-to-back win fight for the Knights. Oh my, what a back and forth game. Really tugging at my heartstrings there on that one, but we will be going to a game 3 here as pick ban phase should be coming up shortly. Please, please, please stick around because we have the final game in this series. I'm excited for it. We will be taking another short break as we get into the third game. So thank you, everybody. See you then.
Take on another challenge from a time that place I felt unreal. Bring on another 100,000 lives. That day was so unclear. I know I made it so far to turn back. To take my way to the light from pitch black. That day was so Take on another challenge from a time that place I felt unreal.
Once upon a time, we were both happy. Everything was fine, then suddenly it leave. I was left behind, broken in pieces. Then you'd reappear. Sometimes we all feel a little afraid. We don't put our emotions on display. But I've gotta be strong. And I don't wanna know if you feel it too. Your chances are all gone. And I don't need you anymore, anymore, anymore. Anymore, anymore, anymore. Try to toe the line, make you wanna stay. Asking myself why you keep going away. Don't want more goodbyes, so I've gotta say that although I've tried, sometimes we all feel a little unsure. We don't really know what we're here for. But I've got to move on. And I don't wanna know if you feel it too. Your chances are all gone. And I don't need you anymore, anymore, anymore. Anymore, anymore, anymore.
show. You can do things for me and more. I got your back, just take things slow. I'll bring everyone to show that I want your heart and more in my own life. I'll tell everyone there's no stopping us. Can I have you for the rest of my life? Times like these are here to show. You can do things for me and more. I got your back, just take things slow. Wanna take my hand and get close. Understand
Welcome back, one and all, into Pick Band for Game 3. What a series we have on our hands tonight, and interested to see what each team is going to bring into this last game to try to secure the dub.
Yeah, everything on the line in this one round.
Yeah, so far, Emerson looking to stay the course. The Katarina and the Graves band away. Along with the Heckram now, bit of an interesting pick here. It looks like Olaf might be secured first. No, Shen is first round picked here for Emerson. Sinzao, Lilia, and got taken off the table. So really, Olaf is a free pick here for the Knights if they want it. And they have an opportunity to maybe get the Jin as well. Just like I was about to say, they secure the Jin here. And I expect the Olaf to follow as well.
Yeah, that's what they've been doing so far.
Yeah, there it is. Jin and Olaf instantly picked up, so pretty free for the Knights there. They must have forgot that the Jin was 12-1 in that previous game and did not really think that it was a problem. Now Emerson can either run back the Ash Morgana and say, you know, that was not the issue. It was something else on the other side of the map. If they do that, however, they will risk their junglers getting banned away in the second phase. Morgana is locked in here, or they could maybe lock in their jungler here and risk Ashe getting banned.
Yeah.
Which could be pretty tough.
Thing is, they've already banned 2 of their own junglers. Seems like they pick a jungler and then just ditch it.
Throw it in the trash. Win or lose, they don't want to play it anymore. That is pretty funny. As Kha'Zix picked up here for Emerson. They will fail to pick their AD carry. I have to believe that Ashe is going to be banned away here in the second round. But Kha'Zix, a very, very strong early game fighting jungler, has a lot of potential to just absolutely go crazy and snowball leads with 1 kill. Seems a little bit more on brand for Emerson's jungler. You know, he likes to skirmish a lot. Xin Zhao is one of his more popular champions, so Kha'Zix kind of fits in the same wheelhouse. But again, Galio left up in the first round, worked very well along with the Olaf and the Jin. So the Knights are just going to stay the course and keep going with what's working.
There's the Ashe ban.
Yeah, just like I thought, Ashe is instantly taken off the table.
Akali ban.
As well as the Akali. So proved to be quite a nuisance in game 2. We'll see if King Moron can play at the same caliber on a different champion. I expect such. I mean, he knows he's going to be playing into Shen. So they should be able to secure themselves a decent counter pick. Shen does have the opportunity to keep himself alive a little bit easier than Kennen. But Caitlyn now taken away.
And the
in
Nami.
The bottom lane. Yep, Nami again. Banned away from the Jin. It's a pretty good duo there. But Yeah, with the ability to really get rid of a lot of the other strong AD carries, I'm interested to see what Emerson selects for their bot laner because it could be uh, feast or famine for them, as the Jin proved to be such a strong pick in game two. If the bot lane just keeps dying, it could be bad for them. Renekton picked up in the top lane. Wow, they're leaving the support to be the final pick here.
And
And
a
make sure
possible
they get the
counter
counter
pick.
pick. Yeah, they will. I mean, they know they're playing into Shen, and they know that Galio is mid. He could actually be bot. Twisted Fate is a typical counter pick into Galio. Not really strong in lane per se, but can match the roam presence of the Galio with the Twisted Fate ultimate. So two globals for Emerson is very nice as well. Shen ult along with Twisted Fate ult, they could really bring 5 members of the team to a location quicker than you could think. And Lucian actually picked up in the bot lane alongside Morgana is very interesting. Lucian mid and top has been played a lot recently. Very big flavor of the month. But Lucian AD carry is seen as one of the worst AD carries this patch. So
So
very
maybe he's
strange
not
pick
going to
there.
be the AD carry. We might be seeing
It could be an
someone else down
absolute
there.
debate if they send the Twisted Fate AD carry. That would be insane. But I think it's probably going to be the Lucian. I would absolutely love to see Twisted Fate alongside Morgana AD carry. Um, We'll see in the pick ban phase who locks in what. But Leona running it back, realizing that there's really no better option than Leona. The Morgana just not cutting it. Leona
And it
can put
worked
so much
really well
CC.
last time too.
Yeah, exactly. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Jin Leona working very well in game two. Into Lucian Morgana, I think is just worse off than Ash Morgana. So I mean, maybe Lucian has a little bit more early game pressure, but he should just be a little bit more susceptible to getting blasted by this Jin Leona combo. But we'll see. We'll see. It's definitely an interesting one to say. The least Kha'Zix is going to be pretty much the main carry of this blue side team. They have the Shen ult to ult onto him if he needs it. The TF ultimate to show up and gold card somebody to allow this Kha'Zix to get some more kills. So they're really putting all the eggs in the Kha'Zix basket, if you ask me. They need their Diamond 1 carry to carry them to the Game 3 victory. While the Knights are looking a little bit more rounded, the Renekton offers a lot of the same playmaking capabilities that Akali does, but also with additional tank stats. So I think the Renekton's actually a really large pickup here for the Knights. Operates pretty decently into Shen as long as you don't get your W countered by Shen W as Renekton. It feels pretty good. So the Q also not getting blocked by Shen's shield feels very nice as well. So it's going to be an interesting matchup as well. It really is just on the backs of Jin and Olaf to survive the early game, get their items, and then team fight their way to a victory again. And we'll see if the Knights can do it.
I've got faith.
Yeah, I've got faith as well. But as always, we do have to go to a short break for spectator delay. Exciting game 3 of the series. Make sure you don't click anywhere, as we'll be right back after this break.
Imagination. imagination. We'll be by my side. We'll be by my side. I wanna know I wanna know what you dream about at night. In my imagination. Nation. We'll be by my side. We'll be
Welcome back, everybody. We are in Game 3 of this insane series. An absolute masterclass performance from both teams here. Emerson looking to do their top lane invade again. Didn't work Game 2. Can it work Game 3? We shall find out. Morgana's going to lead the charge as now Renekton, actually does get picked up by the Morgana bind this time, and it works out for them this time around. The first blood going over to Kha'Zix is not what you want to see if you are on the Knights. Big play from them. He's going to back and net himself a long sword to start out his clear. Going to actually help him a lot. Maybe help him fight a little bit early in these skirmishes as well. So King Moron just caught lacking in the top tri-bush. He had to know better. He saw in Game 2 what they did, and then Game 3 working out for them might be the decider, honestly. Kha'Zix is the exact person that you want to get that first blood kill onto as well, so that is unfortunate for Arcadia.
Yeah.
Galio should have the push pressure on in mid lane into this Twisted Fate, at least in the earlier levels. Kojo opting to start his top side here after what happened, maybe looking to play more towards the bot lane this game, as he knows that Leona Jhin is pretty strong into Lucian Morgana.
Yeah, try to capitalize as much on that as possible.
Yeah, that probably is the plan. He's not taking his Krugs and trying to get to the bot side a little faster. I do like that. Gonna put himself on the map, as Kha'Zix is looking for more of a full clear into the top side, so maybe a little bit later of a gank on top or mid lane. Twisted Fate actually taking a lot of damage in the mid lane. A little bit of a skirmish as Kha'Zix is hovering. Renekton looking for some trades onto the Shen there. Does not have the W just yet, but despite taking that early death, still should have a lot of pressure in the top lane. Galio getting a lot of good poke onto Twisted Fate in these early levels. Jhin and Leona as well, also putting the pressure on this Lucian Morgana bottom lane. So the lane advantages going over to the Knights right now. Twisted Fate trying to answer back this pressure from Galio. Galio looking to get some vision on the bottom side jungle, but here we go. We see Olaf getting ready to take this bot side scuttle as Kha'Zix is looking to take the top side one. This is going to allow Kha'Zix a pretty easy gank on the top lane without any real backup from the red team. That's what we call a weak side top lane right now. So I'm interested to see if Renekton does actually die to this gank. Kha'Zix, I think, is still taking the Scuttle Crab, so Renekton may be looking to get it back after he shoves this massive wave in. Little cheater recall, as we like to call it. He could be looking for that. Kha'Zix is going to invade, actually, after he takes the Scuttle Crab, so Olaf taking the bottom one. The ping is coming out onto the Renekton. This should be a top lane gank. He does have flash, however, but the Shen taunt could net him a lot of damage. Renekton goes in, uses the E. The taunt will land. Here comes the gank from Kha'Zix. The W flash from Renekton. Trying to buy some space, but the flash auto from Kha'Zix could be enough. No, just barely. Renekton going to live.
Makes
Look
it
at
out.
Galio in the bot lane now. Jhin falling very low. Lucian putting the damage on, but look at the CC chain from the
Four
Knights.
people on two.
Lucian's picked up. Yeah, a 4-man bot. Olaf's here as well, but all in all, another kill going over to the Knights. Not first blood, as we saw what happened there, but second blood. Not worth as much gold. However, maybe they turn this into a dragon. But Kha'Zix on the other side of the map, taking some topside camps to help even it out. Galio gets back in time to get a lot of this CS as well, so doesn't lose too much if he can get a lot of those kills, and maybe looking for a dive in the top lane. Would be interesting. Renekton needs to get a lot of this CS. He got back in time, but dying under his turret would be detrimental. Looks like Shen's just going to back, and they're just going to let Kha'Zix take those Krugs for free without risking anything in response. Renekton pushing out the wave. There he goes. Gets that CS, only down 1 CS. Pretty nice. Galio down a couple CS as well. But bot lane, really, where you can see the lead start to shine. 12 CS already about.
Yeah, and going into it, we knew the bottom lane is probably where they're going to get the most advantage. So,
Yeah, the bottom lane looking to be the strongest lane for Arcadia here. Jin backing and coming back with the BF sword is massive for him. Lucian only having double longsword is really going to negate, or not negate, but it's not going to be that much damage in these fights and going to allow Jin to have a little bit more proactivity to start some fights. Look at Kha'Zix in the top side
yeah,
bush,
just lurking.
just waiting for a gank opportunity. That's Renekton. He needs to get some kills to get himself ahead, and he looks like Renekton could be the target. Renekton actually playing very safe here, opting to play towards the bot side river as long as he doesn't go in.
After
this
he got
could be bad. The taunt does miss, the W to follow. Renekton gets 6.
level
Hold
up.
on. There's a lot of damage coming off Renekton. Here comes Kha'Zix, but there's a massive minion wave. Renekton could actually just kill Kha'Zix here. Big damage. The Shen ult comes out, the TF ult as well. Just like I thought the global ults come out, but all Olaf has to do is flash away. Oh, hold on. A lot of damage coming back on a TF. Will overextend. Kha'Zix falling very low. Oh my god, there's so many kills. 3 kills going over to the Knights. It was perfectly played. What a skirmish in the top lane. I'm not sure how Kha'Zix died. I think it was to some minions. But what a performance there from Kojo, King Moron, and Yakanchu Ponchik. What an absolute beautiful turn of events for the Knights. Oh my
Really
god.
well executed.
That was beautiful, to say the least. I know
Yeah.
chat is going to like that one. And meanwhile, in the bot lane, Arcadia is still up a ton. A lot of CS, 10 CS lead. The poke advantage, like I said, that BF sword is going to be doing a lot. Level 6 should be going over to Jin and Leona first, as they do get the experience for a kill in the bot lane as well as the additional CS. So as soon as they hit level 6, I'm going to expect a lot of aggression to come out of them. The dragons, yeah, they do have the advantage. They're going to want to push it in the bot lane. So the dragon is probably going to be what they're going to set their sights on next. With that level lead and item lead, maybe they can net themselves the early dragon. So Galio only down 6 CS for his effort in the top lane. Well worth it. Renekton picking up the Tiamat will help him shove Shen under turret a lot easier. Morgana trying to get a little sneaky with the binding there. Kha'Zix is here in the bottom lane. Galio does not have ultimate, does have teleport. Okay, they will spot him out. They know he's down here now. TF and Galio still trading back and forth. But now you can really start to see
Lots of
the Shen.
pings showing up on the dragon.
Yeah, a lot of people want to fight over this dragon, but now you can see the Shen is really taking a beating from the Renekton. It's gonna be a fight here. Leona goes in, Olaf follows suit. Galio is here to back them up. The dragon is kind of low at 1700.
Yeah,
a big
might as
Jin
well
fourth
just
shot, and the
Rack that up.
smite from Olaf. They will rack it up. Maxwell as flash blown from Kha'Zix. They get that dragon with a nice coordinated burn with the Jin fourth shot smite from Olaf. Kha'Zix jumped the wall, but the dragon was gone before it could even smite it. And look at this, with all the pressure that Renekton has, he's just going to solo the Rift Herald as well. It could take some time, though. Kha'Zix is pathing up here. This could be risky, but it might pay off for him.
Because
Ken.
they don't know he's there.
Yeah, they don't know he's there, but Shen should have a little suspicion. Maybe Renekton backed. Maybe he's not. He's taking a little bit too long to get back to base. Okay, now Galio's missing. Nobody can really realize it, though, as Rift Herald will shortly fall. Yep, Kha'Zix
It's a little
is
too
just doing
late.
his
He's
blue
so
buff.
low as well.
Oh,
even
it's
if
200
he does.
health. Yeah, they will pick it up there. Woo, pretty close there. Kha'Zix was almost at the Rift Herald in time. Shen might have started it back, but look at this. A lot blown in the bottom lane. The Leona ult will be stopped with the Morgana shield. And now Lucian taking so much damage. Yeah, Lucian just being so short range, already falling behind to the Jin. You really need to be a sort of an aggressive character.
Oh,
champion.
potentially is something on this middle lane.
Yeah, a big trade there from Galio. A lot of damage coming down. Could result in maybe a little bit of skirmishing. And Galio, your Olaf could be looking for a gank on this Galio lane. Nice shove from the Galio. Yeah, I think this Lucian needs to be more of an aggressive threat, and he's just not there right now. Okay, Olaf going to spot out Kha'Zix in the bush. The axe is going to connect. They do have the hero's entrance from Galio if they need it. Galio trying to engage on the Twisted Fate a little bit. But with the backup of the Big Bird, Olaf's able to take that chicken camp. A little bit of an axe to the dome for the Twisted Fate as he goes to the top side of the map. Renekton just going to drop the Rift Herald right in Shen's face. Going to pop the plate, and then the Rift Herald's going to get the charge off, so a lot of damage. Moron just going to take this tower right in the face of Shen. He might die. Forced to pop the ult. It's solo. He does get the turret, but he might just die in response. Oh, wow. What a nice stun.
Both really low.
Get himself out of there. Yeah, if he was just a little bit more damage, or oh no, Olaf could be sniffing out a free kill on the top lane. The axe is not going to connect, but the smite cannot miss, and that will guarantee the follow-up damage from Olaf. Nice gank there. Finishing what Renekton started. And such an early tower and a kill going over to Renekton is going to set Shen so far behind.
And a really sizable CS lead for pretty much every role but mid.
Yeah, you can see a lot of differences, especially in the jungle CS and AD carry CS. Taking a look at the gold, it's already 500 gold up about for Olaf in the jungle. Renekton up almost 1,500. Wow, that's a big gold disadvantage for the Shen. And yeah, Jhin up about 300 gold. Not as great as I thought, but you've definitely seen the items. Leona going in here onto the Lucian. Kha'Zix is here, forced to blow the ult. Twisted Fate ult popped as well. Olaf not going to be able to get CC'd. Oh my god, Kha'Zix is so low, but the Shen ult will keep him alive. Lucian picking up Olaf. Galio now forced to flash out. It was looking so good. Ooh, Gentleman Reformed. Busting a shot into Morgana's face, but Galio ulting back in just to die. I'm not sure if that's worth it. And it actually
trying to peel for his teammate, but not fully paying off.
Yeah, tried to help save Jhin. I'm not sure it was the best move, but you do got to respect the teamwork there from Galio in the mid lane. And just like I said, you know, they thought they had to pick on Kha'Zix, but the Shen ult, the stopwatch, and the Twisted Fate ult make 5 members of Emerson show up out of nowhere, and it turns out to not really be the best fight. The good news is Renekton's getting some pressure in the top lane for the meantime, but not the strongest play there to do with your big gold lead if you are Arcadia there. So Lucian also getting 2 kills there is very big for him. He's almost close to the Bork. It's a nice item spike for himself. Morgana actually might be caught out here in the bot lane looking for this pink ward. Ooh, Jhin does land the root. The Black Shield's activated, and yeah, Leona can't do much about that, but they could actually get aggressive here. Lucian's just trying to back in the face of Leona. She could have tried to go in there. Kha'Zix was not in the vicinity, but I guess they're just trying to hold the line, be patient, not engage just yet because the dragon's spawning. They have the vision control. If Lucian completes his back, which he does, they have an advantage now. Look at this. Leona right on the back of Morgana. Morgana has to preemptively Black Shield to save herself. But Olaf and the bottom lane from Arcadia should secure this early dragon. And going up 2-0 in dragons at 15 minutes just about is exactly what you want. And here we'll get to see what Summoner's Rift we're going to be having. It's the Cloud Soul this time around. A little bit of a movement speed buff in those windy regions around the buffs of both jungle. Kha'Zix going to take away that Gromp. He says thanks for the leash, Renekton. But yeah, really nice play here from the bottom lane of Arcadia. They have a lot of advantages, a big lead, and they're going to use everything they can. Oh my gosh, Olaf putting so much damage onto this Morgana early. A big shot from Jhin. The Black Shield's just about to wear off. Olaf unable to be CC'd in his ultimate. Has to flash away, but nice culling from Lucian there to kill Olaf in response. A taunt from Shen will lock up Jhin. Forced to flash. Shen flashes afterwards. I don't think that Jin's going to get out of this one alive. Leona trying to stop this Shen, but he should have taunt up soon. Oh yeah, the Q to increase the attack range, and wow. 4 kills going over the side of Emerson across the map. I can't believe it. Just as Renekton left alive, and what a terrible turn of events there for the Knights.
Completely turned things around, getting the kills to no longer on the side of the Knights. Gold lead taken to a lot less.
Yeah, a dive in the bottom lane was a good idea, but it got turned on its head. Just like I said, off the backs of this Twisted Fate channel, they have to respect it. They have to play around it. They're trying to make good plays, but they don't take account that Twisted Fate can show up at the bad time. Probably the worst time, honestly. He's been having really good ultimates and keeping his teammates alive and or flanking the members of the Knights as they run away. So really well played from the Twisted Fate. Even if his laning phase was not the best, he's still about even on CS. So he's done a phenomenal job at that just to keep himself in the game. And now Lucian rising to 3-1-3. He was taking such a beating in the early game in the bot lane, but it's kind of all negated itself after he lands himself 3 kills and 3 assists. He's back on par even with Jhin.
They just got another Rift Herald for Arcadia, so if they want to use this on the top lane, they can get really close to the inhibitor.
Yeah, they can get an early inhibitor in the top lane if they want to. They give it over to the Renekton as they know he's been split pushing a ton. He has picked up the second tower as well in the top lane. Getting the Black Cleaver as well is massive. He has such a lead over the Shen, and it's really the member of the Knights that the rest of Arcadia has to play around. Jhin does get the Stormrazor and the BF sword as well, though, so he does have a lot of damage, and the Stormrazor slows will be able to help Leona secure some additional follow-up CC. A lot of pings coming out here as Renekton and Olaf are poised to make a dive, maybe on this Twisted Fate. Kha'Zix is here. I think they're going to try to drop the Rift in the mid lane. Maybe Galio's going to clear a lot. Oh, hold on. The bottom lane of Emerson has showed up. The Black Shield goes on to Lucian. He's Eing in, gets the Bork active onto Kojo. He is getting hit with the bind as well. That will be an easy secure for Kha'Zix, actually. Rising to 5-1. This Kha'Zix is getting very, very fed. The bottom lane now trying to pressure this turret, but Twisted Fate right there, when he needs to be, is going to be able to clear this wave and make sure that no turrets are taken in response for the kill in the mid wave. So nice rotation there from the bot lane of Emerson. The Blade of the Rune King activation actually making the difference, letting Morgana hit that bind onto the Olaf, and yeah, what a play there.
Yeah, but that Rift Herald's still very dangerous for the turrets.
Yeah, Renekton holding onto the Herald, about halfway gone. He does have an opportunity to drop it if left alone in the top lane.
And
the dragon is spawning in 30
backing
seconds.
out top lane too, so he's kind of free for now.
Yeah, if a lot of members of Emerson want to go to this dragon, that's going to leave the top lane wide open for a Rift Herald. So you could be correct there, Maxwell.
Yeah, I saw an Emerson ping on that top turret, so definitely letting the team know about that weakness.
Yeah, they understand that there could be an issue if that Renekton is left alone. So
looking for the dragon.
Yeah, it might be less members actually on this dragon. Maybe an opportunity for Arcadia to sneak it away, but like I said, they have the Twisted Fate ult and the Shen ult, so even if a lot of members of Emerson aren't really right next to the dragon, they can be there for the fight. Olaf
making
space
space
down this Morgana, yeah, gonna work. Galio actually taking a little bit of damage from Kha'Zix. Leona looking to maybe engage Kha'Zix. Ooh, really looking to go in there onto Galio. Popped his ultimate. The Black Shield is down now, though, so Leona quite possibly make some moves. Twisted Fate now does show up. Oh, Renekton and Shen have been scrapping out, but Renekton is winning that trade. The dragon is on the table. The Rift Herald is popped, Maxwell. You were looking for it. Here it is. Shen very low. Could
the
easily
Shen's low. I don't
here.
know if he can deal with the Rift Herald and the Renekton.
Twisted Fate ult activated to make sure they have vision of the dragon. But look at this. King Moron diving turret. He does get the turret. Turns his attention now
does
onto
he get the
Shen.
Shen?
The W blocking those auto attacks. It's so close. Meanwhile, the Dragon Pit, a lot of fights going down. The Leona ult pop. Morgana flash blown. Kha'Zix looking to get some kills. The gold card goes on to Jhin. The culling coming in. Olaf taking a lot of the damage, and Jhin staying alive. One
Shut
falling.
down.
Here comes the Galio ult, the hero's entrance, right when they need him. What a Jhin ult as well. They're looking to pick up Lucian. Can they get him? They do. And almost Morgana as well. The Shen ult comes out, but Renekton's on the inhibitor. He's top lane, taking the base. I don't know if that Shen ult's what you need to do. He ults Morgana just to teleport back top. Olaf is chasing down Twisted Fate. Renekton is looking to just end the game at 20 minutes, but wow, he will get that inhibitor. I think actually he's solo the flash over. Call him X-Peke. He's trying to eat out of there. The minion autos isn't enough. Oh, the Shen flash taunt will secure the kill, but what a win for the Knights in all of that. They get the
They
kills.
still
They
have the
get top
opportunity
inhibitor.
potentially for this dragon.
Yep, and the dragon is still up. Wow, what a game we have here.
Seeing
the
pings on the
inhibitor.
dragon.
Yeah, with the inhibitor taken, that it's going to guarantee that the Knights have top lane pressure. Hold on. Twisted Fate is just walking into the back line of
They can take
the
this dragon
Knights.
now.
Yeah, Leona playing
For
around
sure.
the vision very well. Not sure what that Twisted Fate wanted to do, but now a 5v or 4v4 actually. But Renekton has TP and he's just spawned, so a 5v4 if they wanted. Kha'Zix maybe looking for the smite. Jump in, there he is. They knew he was there though. Tragochi with the Q immediately to get him. They get the dragon, they get the kill on the Kha'Zix.
Unable to steal it.
Not this time, Mixture. The Hecarim was one too many steals, and Leona has had enough. Great positioning there to make sure that Kha'Zix could not get that steal, and if he is going to jump the wall, he's going to have to give his own life, even if he takes the dragon. So now, next dragon is going to be Soul Point for the Knights. They take the mid tower, and they're looking for more. That top lane is going to be automatically pushing with the help of those super minions, so now Renekton can go into the bottom lane, and basically you have a 1-4-1 macro setup. You don't need to send anybody top. Somebody on Emerson has to answer that wave, and you have so much pressure elsewhere. Now, Renekton in the bot lane, a lot of lead on Shen, Baron on the table, and top lane still pushing in. Looks like they might want to reset before they start up this Baron, but they have a big macro opportunity with the inhibitor. Unfortunately, the top lane is right next to the Baron, so you don't get that much value if it's a bottom lane inhibitor. When you're taking Baron, that distance is much greater than top lane to Baron, so you have a little less room to work with, but you can dance around the Baron long enough to make sure that your top wave can get pushed into their base, and then it's a lose-lose situation. Somebody has to back and hold the base, and then you lose a 5v4 at Baron, or you try to win the fight at Baron and maybe lose some Nexus turrets just to the minions. So we'll see what the Knights can do here. They're grouping around this Baron. They have the tempo on the map. As Emerson is forced to recall right now, they could just start it up. Galio is in the mid lane with the hero's entrance. Pings are coming out. Will they start it? I think they should. It's looking to be started up shortly. They finally do start it once the vision is all clear. They set up the pinks. The Twisted Fate ultimate is used here to get vision of the Baron, but they're going on to Galio in the mid lane. They're trying to kill him before the fight even starts. The Zanya is trying to buy some time. They're looking for the pick and then the fight onto the Baron, but it might be too little too late as the Baron's falling so low. It is secured for Arcadia, and they do get a kill in the mid lane, but is it worth it?
They're pinging mid.
Yeah, they want to try to get out here with their lives. Kha'Zix is over the wall with the Morgana, the Q, barely missing Renekton, and definitely a worthwhile trade for Arcadia there. Unfortunately, the Sacrificial Lamb Galio will fall, but 4 members do get the Baron. They get it off the map, and now they can really, really pressure the side of Emerson, because just like I said, the top inhibitor is still down. Renekton with Baron is even much stronger of a threat than he was before, trying to push the bottom lane, and now 4 members of the team can just sit mid and power the wave as Renekton has all the time in the world to push bottom. Then meanwhile, top is still auto-pushing. You basically get that invisible 6th champion on your team, the super minion, hero of the day, to push that wave and guarantee a lot of pressure on that top tower. So A little bit of a skirmishing in the bot side jungle. I'm expecting the Knights to set up vision, look for picks, and just empower these waves. Twisted Fate, maybe looking to get a little bit of poke here. Somebody needs to empower that mid wave. You're making your coach upset, but Renekton, actually Galio now in the bottom
So
wave.
many pins on this
Yeah,
bottom
empowering that
jungle,
wave.
both
Well,
teams.
yeah, you see Lucian has to hold that wave top, so they have a 5v4 opportunity. Galio is like in a 1v2 against Shen and Kha'Zix. The rest of the members are pushing mid. I think maybe they wanted Galio to push bottom lane, but he doesn't have Baron. He died before the Baron was taken, so this might not be the best assignment. Here comes Renekton in the mid wave, though. Demolish should help them get this turret. The top inhibitor is respawning soon, so no more super minions. Gold card comes out into King Marn. He's taking a lot of damage. Forced to pop the ultimate. Kha'Zix could try to engage. The blue inhibitor has respawned, so no more super minions there. So just a regular Baron buff attack here. Galio and Renekton maybe looking to make a play on Shen, but yeah, I think you have to get Galio into the mid lane and let Renekton really have his time in the sun. 1v1 in the bottom lane. Baron buff still active for Arcadia here. They're keeping the pressure on. Shen forced it back. Kha'Zix waiting in this bush, maybe to try to get a solo kill onto this Galio. Galio is still so tanky, though, has the Zayas as well. Oh, they're going to try to submarine the Shen in, but Galio just walks away. I don't even think he knew that whole thing was happening. He just aimlessly walked away and managed to escape a gank. Realized, they were trying to stealth in the Shen, and oh my gosh!
Now that's how
what
you
a kill bush! Yeah, that's how you do a gank, as the kill bush works. Kill brush, kill bush,
and they're going for the soul.
Yeah, no Shen ult now, and Kha'Zix ult down as well. The soul point is on the map. Kha'Zix gonna go over the wall.
They're looking for the steal.
Leona again is here. He cannot get it, and he gets instantly stunned and picked up. Just like last time, that is the soul, and Baron will be ticking out, but they have a free inhibitor top lane. Twisted Fate trying to stop them, but this could just be a mid inhib in the mid lane and maybe a top inhib as well.
Oh no, with the momentum from that dragon, they might just be able to run it in.
Yeah, they might get two inhibitors here. Jhin actually securing that dragon there. Olaf not using his smite. Shout out to Jhin for that one. Wow, Renekton forced to blow the ultimate. They just have to try to get this inhibitor here. Buy time for Jhin autos. The engage comes out from Shen. Here comes the Galio. King Moron actually getting so many shields from his items. He dives Twisted Fate. It could be a little too much, though. Morgana forced a flash, but the bouncing grenade going to pick up there for Jhin. Exactly, double kill. Here comes Kha'Zix trying to engage, but so much damage following suit. He tries to stay invisible, but not enough. Jhin, the triple kill. Maybe the quad opens up the curtain. Looking for it, but Twisted Fate has the gold card onto Galio. Trying to get some kills on the exit. You can tell Chad One Reformed wanted to get the pentakill, but they just walk away with 2 inhibs and 3 kills. I think we take that.
Yeah, both super minions coming in now.
Yeah, a lot of minions coming into the Emerson base. The Baron coming up in a minute 20 is probably going to be the next neutral objective on the sites for the Knights. They're going to reset, spend that gold. Yep, a rapid fire cannon just instantly picked up for Jhin, rising to 6-2 and 6. Still continuously a problem. Birdio cooking up some chicken on his way back to base. He's going to pick up some items as well, getting a little bit more damage with the Oblivion Orb. The Death Stance on Olaf is going to keep him alive for a lot longer. Leona, again, tanky with the Gargoyles. Also empowering Jhin by pairing with him whenever she uses her ultimate. Very nice pickup as well. The Scuttle Crab is trying to get picked up here by Organa, but Jhin just absolutely erases that and ceases all stealing of the Scuttle Crab. Not allowed. That is illegal while Jhin is in the top side river. Olaf setting up some vision control. 2 inhibitors still down. There's so much pressure. Renekton's in the bot lane as well. He is still a split push threat. He has teleport if he needs it, but he can 100% win the fight against the Shen. He's looking for him. Not realizing where he went. Finally, a little bit of engage in the mid lane, though. Gets picked up by Galio. Leona comes as well. Here comes the Shen ult, but Jin is just going to rip straight through that thing. Be that Olaf, actually. Twisted Fate walks forward and gets himself shot. And
push.
This is just going to be the game, I think.
Yeah, 5 on Nexus right now.
Yeah, a bunch of minion waves are going to be coming in. It's 5v2. I'm not sure how that Morgana felt so low, but she got picked up, and now Jin, an absolutely unstoppable threat. Here comes Shen, trying to stop it, but Galio going to get the taunt while Kha'Zix is invisible. The Jin W is going to secure Kha'Zix. Olaf forced to ult, Renekton ult, and this is for sure an Arcadia victory. Who would have thought losing the first game but winning the other two? Arcadia wins the series 2-1.
With a reverse sweep. Love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to see it. Great performance from every member on the Knights, clawing back those games to a victory. The beautiful skirmishes in the top lane, the masterclass performance in the bot lane, Galio being everywhere he needs to be. This is the exact team comp that Arcadia likes to have, and they played it to perfection. Wow, what a series. Absolutely love to see it.
That was super exciting.
Yeah, the Jin was such a threat. Being able to draft it in game 2 and 3 after a great performance in game 1, honestly, even with the loss, was very big for the Knights. Off the backs of that, like I said, Olaf was a very big pickup for them as well. And after it all, they managed to claw back and get the win. They really buckled down, knew what they needed to do, played to it, and they just came away with a W. It's beautiful to see.
Yeah, honestly, this is exactly what the team also needed. Picking up the dub.
Yeah, a much needed win. Taking a couple L's in the previous weeks, a hard fought victory is one of the best feelings. So hopefully they can continue this momentum into the rest of the weeks, and I'll be happy to see everybody in chat there when we get to watch those games as well. But that is all the League of Legends we have for today. Arcadia is going to win the series best of 3, 2-1. So we'll be wrapping up our stream here. Thank you to everybody in the chat for the subs, for the follows. Thank you, Maxwell, for commentating this series alongside me. It was an absolute blast. And I
Always
can't wait
love
to be
being
back at
here.
it again.
Love being here on the Casters booth. I'll see you guys, Arcadia fans, tomorrow for the Overwatch playoffs, starting at 4. And yeah, some great League of Legends today. Hopefully some great Overwatch tomorrow. Great stuff for Arcadia fans.
Make sure you come back tomorrow to check out that live Overwatch action, and you can see just as much, if not more, great content just like this League of Legends game today. But thanks again, folks. That's all we have for tonight, and have a good one from Orbits on the casting desk.